Okay. Start the countdown. Monka. Song. Streaming. Lemon Squad. Type shit. Incorrect. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh, sorry. Move the text. Move it. Right there. Holy shit. Poggers. We up in this thing, love what that shit do. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Back up in this bitch, back up in this bitch. Make your lady back up in this bitch and hop up in the six. And you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank. I got plenty change. She rip HBK the gang over everything. Fuck a bitch, I'm married to the gang with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate. We just innovate. Youngin' making plenty cake, get my nigga straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke, but I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips, on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Hey, what up, Ethan? I would VIP you, but you know how that is. Change with the name on the check, and that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I'll die by respect, and that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. So died, tired, smile. Well, at least you're here, you know. So I'm not here by myself with Nemi, all right? Because we got shit to talk about. We out here. Share the stream. I'm gonna put the tube link up. It's right here. This is the link to this live stream. Good to finally be back on YouTube. Join us for a live filming of... What are we joined for a live filming of? Mainstream Monday. 9. Special guest. Ooh, held. Lots to cover in gaming and streaming news, including a last-minute Twitch partner ban, and just today. Then we do the eyes emoji, guys. Clickbait requires an eyes emoji. It doesn't require it, but it's good to do. And I'm not telling you about the special ban that nobody really fucking knows happened, except for me, because I'm a genius, until we do the jam. Perfect timing. Only 2 ats, only 2 hashtags, the link, 2 emojis. This might be the perfect tweet. I might never have done a better tweet. I might have peaked. What is up, the network? Oh, snap. My night. Never thought about that. Wait, what about your night? Hello, network. It's good to see you, bro. I'm super glad we put it on low latency today so I can catch all your comments live. I've often been worried about the way things look quality-wise, because I have to bump my bitrate to 6K just to get anything done on this shit. Maybe I should bump it to 8K, because low latency or normal latency supports higher resolutions, but I'm only streaming it at 1080p, not 4K, so according to this, I'm fine. I don't know. We will find it out. If there's any issues, let me know. Lots to cover, lots to cover. I'm gonna put it all on Nemi. She better keep me entertained and interested. Get some hours out of me instead of just the hour I want to do, because news isn't always the best these days. Sometimes it's very thought-provoking. I think it always is, but sometimes it's not
the funnest. You know what I mean? Let's hope my camera's on. And guess what? In case storm's coming through, you get the beanie, okay? Because I just ran around the house. I did a shit ton of stuff today. It's Sunday, and I was sweating, so the hair looks worse than normal. So you don't get the hair, you get the beanie. Oh, my name is self-promoting? I don't care about that network. I love you, bro. Oh, wait. YouTube chat right there, yeah? Hey, there you guys are. Fantastic. It's always scuffed. It's like the Scuff podcast, except it's not. Look what I've got. And I bought one of those special edition straws. I know you're never supposed to do that. What's the point? It's gigantic. But it's actually, dude, the little straws, when those clog or bend or whatever, it's frustrating. Now it's never going to happen because I'm definitely keeping this. I'll probably lose it every single time. And then I throw it in the dishwasher, and if this doesn't dishwash, then yeah, it's out. But maybe it will. Brush my hair so I don't look like shit. Well, I was going to wash my hair and comb it or something. In one of my videos, we actually, I wonder if I can show you guys this. Give me a second. So that was Suck It Easy by Tia Nomar, a, you know, a person of color. We always like to have, you know, if we're going to have the guy rap on here, right? Which is occasionally misogynistic by nature, unfortunately. Not all of it, but some of it happens, right? I do want to have some female voices and people of color. Typically rap, right? Who said it? I think it was the RZA who was talking about Eminem. You know, hip hop comes from the original man. And that by that he's saying it's a black art form at its core and origination, which is true. But having like black ladies, their voices in rap, I think is super important. And so that's who Tia Nomar is. She's from Oakland. I've met her before. I've seen her perform stuff live. It's kind of cool. It's really cool to have her on the show. You know what I mean? Or not on the show, but have her music here on the stream. I think her and I Am Sue play almost every 5-minute intro I do. And there's a reason for that. The I Love My Squad one is like super focused and themed around you guys, right? You guys are my squad. So, you know, expressing that love at the beginning of every stream, I think is important to me because it accentuates the we, not me. But yeah, the network Twitch, you don't need to fix your name. It's okay. I'm happy to have you in here promoting your Twitch. What's up, Van Beer? What else was something we needed to talk about? Oh, okay. So let's do studio mode. Let's make sure that we're back. We have the timer and the sweating off. We have everything else on, I guess. I don't know. We'll fix it together. Tell you what, I will let you see it behind us. So lazy and tired, it's all good. Let's take a look. Hello, Ethan. Hello, Nemi. Right, we got the Tia Nomar. Suck It Easy, single art. Wait, okay, no, incorrect. Okay, yeah. And the IMC one probably isn't that dank. What's the thing look like? Can I get back to the thing? How do I get out of this view? Is there a way to... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah, I have this artwork actually signed behind me, right? This is the song, right? Everybody remembers this song. Suck It Easy. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to let that one through, bro. How are you, bro? I miss seeing you and everybody else at the Bay Area Live TV stuff. Okay. So, that is the I Am Sue artwork. And if you'll notice, not only do I have shout out James the Blonde, right? Old radio name. But I have I Am Sue's artwork right there, signed by him. So, you know, I like playing local music. It's a yummy looking lollipop. Dude, it's like the quality ones. Small and don't last too long, but such is life. Okay, so we're closing all of YouTube. We're going to video call Nemi, right? As my introduction to her, we spent some time together gaming and streaming, especially this calendar year. I met her through Slaughterhouse and Casper, who's always been a friend of the channel for the longest, right? But not only that. Oh, okay, I hope the video didn't corrupt. I recorded a little bit of my mom. She lives in Oakland now, so I don't see her very much. But I saw her the other day, and I said, hey, I got to finish editing this thing. If you want to sit down with me for a second, I will be happy to, you know, go out to lunch with you. And we walked to like a local's farmer's market and got a sandwich and stuff like that. And it was very wholesome. But I had to educate her about gaming and stuff like that because she still doesn't really get it.
Here, let me reinvite you.
Okay, no, this isn't it. Is this it? No. Oh my god, please stop. Oh, wow. There's way too much Call of Duty content on this channel now. Oh god, there's me. Oh, no. That's secret. You don't know about that yet. Okay. There's that. Dude, I swear, where was this? Oh no. Is it not a thing? What day is today? Today's the 20th. Was it a Saturday? Okay, I'm getting out of a vehicle in this one. This can't. Oh! Yo! Weather systems that I can control Minecraft. So I'm showing her stuff in like Minecraft and shit. She's like blown away by the shit. And then at one point she goes, James, can I comb your hair next time you're on stream or some shit? I was like, no! It was stupid, bro. It was stupid. I told her she could maybe be on an episode. She's actually like a PhD psychologist though, boys and girls. So if you're not, guys, gals, and binary pals, right? If you're not ready to be psychologicalized, we can't have her on that stream. Comb your hair, bro. What hair? Dude, you say that in front of my mom, bro, you're going to get roastified. She's going to tell me, she's going to talk all about it. She's also going to, she's going to pull this one out. She's going to pull this one out of me and my brother. Look at this. Look at this old photo of me and him, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And believe it or not, I'm the little one. I'm the little one in the car with the curls. I'm going to put this right next to me, right next to chat, so I can look at that every time I look over at you guys. Your mother was hurt. Well, it just looks unkempt in her eyes, that's all. How adorbs. See, there it is. Adorbs. Okay, make sure Discord is in the side view. Let's get this thing on the road, okay? Because all this is going to get clipped out unless we talk about me fighting the guy in the park. I haven't seen him again. It would be the third in visit, but I don't know how it would go, bro. I do not know. All right, join video call. All right, pop out. Full screen. Oh, I have to deactivate it over here. Okay, hang on. Don't worry, you're not on screen yet. Neither am I, because I haven't disabled myself. Hog champion. See, we've been talking about wanting to walk the walk, folks. Okay, wait, listen, okay, buddy? There's a lot of giggling going on. I will turn on snap camera right now. Oh, God. And make myself into a potato. Okay, where's the button to pop it out? Where the fuck is the pop out? I'm trying to make it pop. I'm struggling to not say like my pussy, but now I have to say it because I was thinking about it. Okay, so does this count? Is it already popped out? Oh, it is already popped out. That would explain things. That would explain a lot of things. Okay, are you ready to be on the screen and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the hiccups? I thought I was hilarious. I think that's all that's happening. I'm not hilarious. You just have the hiccups. Okay, understood. What's going on there? Is that what happened?
Laugh. You know this.
Oh, okay. I can't tell. All right. Hello, Nemi. Control yourself, Mr. Storm. Okay, where's the time? No, not the timer. Wow, this is scuffed. There we go. Poggers. Okay, so now I can have this up. Now I can have this up here, and it's all correctly placed. Sign me up. What's up, Network? Dude, Network, sometime you should come on the show, honestly, bro. Because one, I'd love for you to tell my audience more about your gaming credentials, and two, we've talked about having a lot of different kind of voices on the channel. And so far, for the first 7 episodes, it was like literally me and like the other competitive gamers I met in Ring of Elysium. And that becomes like a very small slice of like the kind of people that I see as part of my community. Different games, different walks of life, different everything. Met them in different ways, you know? So I just kind of want to have a lot of different kinds of people on the show. So you should come on sometime too. Lies. Mamacita on screen. Now it's a party. Amen, brother. See, there it is. Is that what you're laughing at? Is that what you read? Okay. Oh my God, adorbs. So yes, welcome to Ethan, Van Beer, and of course Nemi, who's here, and the network as well, who's here in chronological order of their arrival to the chat. So I told them a little bit how I met you. What would you do as your intro for, you know, who are you? What is your relationship with gaming and streaming? How did you get started, kind of thing?
That's a loaded question. Let's see. Well, let's see. I'm Nemi Bite. I started streaming in 2017, the first time. Started playing Nier Automata. I was like, you know what? Let's give the streaming thing a shot. Did well for a while. Went through relationship issues. Moved to a different state. started streaming again last year with this whole purpose of trying to find an outlet for my bipolar episodes. So that and my stream ended up becoming a mental health advocate area where people could feel safe talking about their mental health while also having a place where they could have a community that games together.
Well, there you go. Fantastic. And so you're still with Slaughterhouse No or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
They
fantastic.
actually just put me on their website.
Ooh, okay. Wait, let's do that. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. How do I get there?
Let me actually bring up the website. It's Slaughterhouse Gaming, if I remember correctly.
It's theslaughterhouse.net, according to this.
Yes.
Okay, where would you be?
Yes.
Under teams?
Content creators, yeah.
Content
under
creators
their,
under teams?
Yep.
More Bay Area flavor. Honestly, that is, I think, what I need, network. And they do Discord virtual game nights. I need to get in there too. Oh my God, Casper there. I'm glad you're up higher than Casper. We do need a picture of you though. So then you can go to her Twitch.
Yeah.
Right? Because we always love to shill our guests. That's her Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. And then that be the tweeters.
It's very color coordinated.
I can see that. That's good. The branding is throughout. Look at he's got his freaking Reaper, like, grim, depressing fucking logo there, brother. Okay, that's just a fake roast, okay? I love how he's got the YouTube there, because he's definitely, I consider him more of a YouTuber. He does do Twitch and stuff like that, but his largest presence online is easily
YouTube.
So what we typically do is we go over Streamers Reloaded. I think there was a thumbnail there that I was worried about showing, because there's a special little side story that I want to hold off to the end as like a surprising thing, because we want to cover it. But maybe we should cover it now, so that
Honestly, probably.
okay, so Soda Poppin' is banned right now.
I saw that.
Yes. Okay, so what we normally do, what I do sometimes, and I've stopped doing it as much because I just skim live stream fails. It's one of the top 8 websites I visit. That's why it's on this fucking homepage. Soda Poppin' banned. It's at the top of the zone. Oh wait, he's live? No, offline. And then when you try and go to his page, right? It does that typical ban thing. Sorry, unless you got a time machine, that content is unavailable. There's a lot of speculation in here. There's also an I'm sorry video on YouTube, which I think we will watch. And watching the stream, I thought it was weird because in the middle of it, Soda stopped to look at his phone. His whole demeanor changed. Said something about David Icke, and before it ended, he said, "We'll get through." Okay, dude. This is a meme about how the last stream of Dr. Disrespect went. That scared the... Oh my God, that's fucking dumb. Okay, but yeah. So the speculation is that it's from a VR chat episode. I think that... Where is it? This is... So you can go and see this... Oh, he does it all the time, but he typically lets this guy named Rafflegator guide him. He's become one of the mainstays of VR chat. Like, you want to play VR chat, so who do you go to when you're not a VR chatter? If you're not somebody like Pokelawls, who got a big boost from VR chat a couple years ago and knows his own way around. You go to Rafflegator and he hooks it up. So like XQC will do it, and then he guides you through the content. Like they did like a fashion show where it was like 8 girls, but it was 4 guys and 4 girls, and you had to decide who was who based on like their voice and their dancing and stuff like that. And it was seen as somewhat problematic and stuff like that, but it wasn't as bad as what happened today. Somewhere in this VOD is apparently them going down into a dungeon with a succubus. So there's people who do private dancing and pole dancing and stuff like that in VR chat, and they can get in trouble. And I realized I have like the volume bar when I turned you up just stuck there. Okay, there we go. Fixed. And so, yeah, it can get spicy out there. Oh, Casper's in here dabbing. Oh no. We're that Trovo icon. He's a Trovoer now. True. I'm in Oakland as well. We can do it. Hell yeah.
So
I'll get used to the delay. Sorry, there's not that much delay. As soon as you type, as soon as you see your message on screen, that's your delay. I've turned the delay all the way down. It's just we don't get to chat as fast as we should. Sometimes we're in the middle of analyzing stuff. Big Omegalo from Venbeer. But yeah, so somewhere in there, I think my favorite moment, I haven't gotten all the way through this, is right here, yeah.
I could get you in there, except for that
He's just...
freaky thing, you know?
I really don't want to go in there.
Later, Siren.
I don't want you guys to convince me that I've been...
Rob, I'm not even going in, man. It's your therapy. Hey, go ahead. Therapy, go ahead. I'm not even going in. I'm sitting in my box. Go ahead. Seriously. Hey.
They can fucking wait.
Listen. Hey. I went to therapy.
And that's someone else's box. There's a bird creature that lives in there, and it
Yeah,
gets really pissed.
and I've met...
Okay. Part of the problem is that Nemi has to watch this via the stream. What we do is we go to stream
Mhm.
together. Wait, no, not stream together. Watch together. I've got a goddamn account over there, okay? Sign in. Don't look at my password. Maybe it should just be remember me. Okay, my rooms. Look at that. Boom. Copy. Sent over. Ah! Okay, it's always these cats. Which is probably a nice little mental palate cleanser before we get into the garbage. Don't forget, if your shit doesn't work, there's the live stream chat in Discord to fix your YouTube. Okay, so click on in and you're here. You can watch this now, yeah?
I believe that, yes.
Okay.
I see cats.
Yeah, and there's a woman laughing at the cats. Rude. And there's Saran Wrap tracking them in. That's kind of messed. Okay, so I fucking love the box moment. Where is that at? It's about 217. So he drinks and does VR chat, which is a dangerous... Oh, somebody's calling him egotistical. No, Monka.
Convince
Oh no, he's with...
in there. They've got an issue with you not admitting to getting carried. You got to go talk to therapy.
Oh my god, I will never admit to being carried. I carried you guys harder
Listen,
than I've ever
hey.
carried anything in my life.
First of all, first step of getting better is admitting that there's a problem. You need to go in. Come on. Go ahead.
Thank you.
What if we did this show on Plex Storm?
Siren, it's
I wouldn't be
fucking to
against
see
it.
Oh, Lord.
I would be down.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Dude, yeah, he's just smoking in his box. Just like a fucking digital hobo.
Dude, living in luxury, I like it.
I love it in here. This is my safe space.
Hell yeah, dude. Nobody could get you in there except for that freaky thing, you know?
I really don't want to go in there.
Later, Siren.
I don't want you guys to convince me that I've been...
Rob, I'm not even going in, man. It's your
therapy.
therapy. Hey, go ahead. Therapy. Go ahead. I'm not even going in. I'm sitting in my box. Go ahead. Seriously. Hey,
They can fucking wait.
listen. Hey, I went to therapy.
And that's someone else's box. There's a bird creature that lives in there, and it
Yeah,
gets really pissed
and
when
I've
other
met
people
the
go in
bird
there.
creature, and he's gone. She, whatever the fuck they are. So it's my box now until then. Suck a dick.
I hope they don't find you. Happy birthday, Link. Oh yeah, Snow, did you open the map?
Alright, so there's a lot of Monka W's.
Fucking damn.
As long as I stop at 144p. Yeah, low quality options on YouTube right off the bat. That's something I like. As an affiliate on Twitch, I have to stream at 720 because it breaks on other people's phones and PS4s if I stream at 1080 because they can't just do it. Also, I am so very bright on this, and it's like the whole point of these lights are that I don't get too bright. Like, what do we
You
have
have
to...
to be very lucky to get transcoding on Twitch.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of it's timing, honestly. But okay, so the thing about it being timing, right, is not just that. Also, okay, couple announcements about my stream so that I can show my own stuff. I just went down to Best Buy and bought a mini HDMI cable, and I didn't buy this, but I've had this. I'm worried about the resolution and the frame rate, but we're gonna try tomorrow using this
Ooh.
as our webcam. All right, a nice little Canon. All
I'm
right.
using my DSLR right now.
Okay, right. Well, you're flexing on us. And if that doesn't work,
I'm excited for you.
we've got an older Sony as well if we have to use this. So we're going to see which of them works. But that cable's getting shipped right back to Best Buy. By that, I mean I'm walking in the door because it's not that far away. Also, all right, the crummy filter that was sitting inside of a tin cup has been tossed. We are now the Brita boys. And I've got my Invicta mug with a gigantic ice cube. I've always wanted one of these terrible filters with that's like a pitcher. And now I have one. So, and it's also this lovely blue. There was white and blue, and the blue was like not many left. So now we're different. She looks amazing. Well, thank you for saying, Network. I think so
Aw.
too. So I don't know. I'm not gonna try and click around and figure out where in it he got banned, but you can see there's like a little bit of some girlage going on. There's just like a lot of girls or guys pretending to be girls, to be honest, in VR chat.
Stop.
And it's this incredibly messy melangerie of people.
Stop.
Like,
Stop. Stop it. Put your hand back.
I don't know what's going on here. But I mean, it's always chaos because he's drinking on these
Yeah.
streams.
Like one swam up to us, and then they swam. We were like swimming on the waves.
I don't know why
Sick.
he's like a cigarette smoking person. But anyway, so Chance is banned, and he's got a video called I'm Sorry. So let's look up that.
Really?
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
I just lost the room because I'm an idiot. Let's go back there.
The the Raffle Gator person you're talking about.
Yeah, I think
Is
he's banned
also
too.
banned.
Yeah, he's banned too. So that's the idea. The comments in the live stream fail thread that I read about him being banned, they said the only time that Rafflegator and Chance, aka Soda Poppin', right? He's actually one of the few people that prefers to be called by his real first name in content creation, like when he hangs out with people. So Chance and Rafflegator, they said in the comments, you know, a lot of people watch him way more than I do. And they said that the only time they were away from the rest of the group was when they were with this succubus in the basement of this little nightclub that Gator runs in VR chat. So to me, that kind of hints at what was going down was a little TOS. And if they're the only two banned from that group, there's like 8 big streamers that were hanging out that day on VR chat, then that kind of speaks to what was specifically the problem. So, I mean, if you look up Soda Poppin' VODs, it's like a full VOD channel on YouTube. You can probably go find it. And what's great about this is we can watch these things, right? Because if I watch this on Twitch, I would get banned. This show is either on Trovo or YouTube for that reason, because we can show banned Twitch streamers and discuss stuff like this without getting banned ourselves on Twitch. Okay, yeah, join the room.
So for people who don't know, Soda Poppin' gets banned a lot.
Really?
Which I think is partial. Yes, he has been banned quite often on Twitch.
I suppose it does happen, but it's usually like a few days. It's never anything that
Yeah.
serious. Yeah.
But we still don't know how long he's banned for, do we?
No. When a ban is first issued, you always start with an email that just says indefinite in terms of length of suspension.
And they have to appeal it, right?
They typically have to appeal it. A lot of people have, I mean, if you're strong enough of a Twitch streamer, you have a Twitch partner manager, right? There's a department called partnerships at Twitch. And some of those employees manage a lot of partners. Especially if you're a smaller partner, you might find it hard to reach such a Twitch staff member. I've even heard stories of a Twitch partner. He gave his own clip story about this that's been clipped where he's like, yeah, my partner manager dropped me when I took a break and when I came back, and it took a while to rebuild my numbers. But I mean, if you're Soda Poppin', right, you're one of the top 10 by most metrics streamers on the platform, easily top 100 in every metric. You've got a direct line to somebody, typically Pluto. Pluto is one of the big partnerships employees. He's very public facing. You can find him on Twitter very easily, right? I just write in the word Pluto, and it probably knows based on who I am how easy it is to find him, but it does not work. So I just search Pluto Twitch, and he's got to come up. Unlike Pluto, oh, wow. Well, trick shot on Pluto tonight. What the fuck? Wow, I made it sound easy. Twitch employee, Pluto, Twitter. I met him at Extra Life United.
Came up for me.
Twitch Pluto. See, there it is. I did the wrong way. Okay, so as he says, a ginger planetoid working in the partnerships department at Twitch, partner babysitter. So he's not really holding any illusions about his shit here. Also, escape room fanatic. So he's been playing 194 wins, 20 losses to escape rooms. That's funny. He plays with people like XQC and Andy Milonakis in that new game. He's been photoshopped into the as an action hero there. But yeah, I mean, there's been stories of Pluto having to text or call him while he's live and been like, hey, don't do that. Somebody debated Summit into clicking on a Reddit link that led to a car getting fucked by a dragon. Like somebody animated that. And then he's like, oh, I got a Twix from Pluto that says, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't show a dragon fucking a car on your live stream. So, you know, he is a babysitter of partners. Okay. How long is the ban? Unknown. Would you say you're the same person in public as the person you is on stream, says Network. Ooh, I missed that. That's for
I
you,
would say
Yoma.
that I am about the same person on stream. However, I'm a very introverted person. Sorry, something like went down my throat. But off stream, I am more to myself, and I don't really respond to DMs as quickly. Holy shit, that hurt.
Well, I mean, the IRL version of DM is what, like a letter or an email? So I take forever
Yeah.
for those anyway. I have a bunch of forever stamps. Shouts out Aunt Mary, though. So maybe I can become pen pals with somebody. Poster is. Thank you for saying. Yeah, I'm just as outgoing and annoying in real life. Absolutely. So 30, 60, 90 days are not the only options on Twitch, the network. One, if you care to keep up with such things, right? Because this show is not just about drama, but news often is dramatic in the streaming gaming world, so it will happen. But I go to this website and you can see that people get banned and unbanned quite quickly. Like for example, there was a false DMCA against God, who is that annoying guy that everyone hates on YouTube? DNP, Darkside Phil, a DSP.
Oh, I was gonna say Keemstar.
Yeah, he got unbanned after 17 hours, right? That's a very irregular thing. Lyric was banned for like 1 hour, 43 minutes, and it was for some false misunderstanding, right? But typically, it's like a 1 day, 3 day, 1 week, 1 month, or perma. There's usually not a 60-day, 90-day ban period. There's usually a 3 to 4 strike system. Bans and getting suspended often is relevant to how problematic of a person you've been to the platform in the past. We've talked about this on previous episodes of the Mainstream Monday podcast, is that you can absolutely become like a problem child, a brand risk, right? I think I can look this up. Brand risk XQC clip. I think that's funny. Yeah, here we go. Twitch told XQC it was a brand risk for them. And then, oh no, is it deleted? There's no way. Okay,
the real reason, my
oh, and I forgot. We can watch Twitch and YouTube now and watch together. So we're gonna watch this together with Nemi. Unfortunately, there's no pause. It's just going to go. So just be ready with the volume so that you can hear it. Yeah. There's a little drop down at the top if you ever need to throw something in that you want to discuss with us, because we're all about creating a decent amount of... I think the embedding's broken for this particular clip, though, because it didn't work inside Reddit. So tell you what, while it's taking forever to load and not playing, since we want to watch this, I'm just going to DM it to you, and we can watch it together by clicking play at the same time, eh? So just do that and we'll get it to the press play button, right? And then I will go there together with you. It's
Ready
0
whenever.
seconds. Okay, we'll do a 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Because the real reason, my guess on it, the problem, dude, is that he hangs out with a lot of people that are not brand friendly, and they consider him a brand risk, right? If he sat down and then do collabs for a little bit of time and just did do nothing at all, right? With others that are brand risks, he'd get instantly.
What?
I'm a brand risk. They already told me. They told me I'm a brand risk. I know that already. So, but I'm already partnered, so.
Why?
Because the real reason,
Okay,
The dab at the
the
end.
dab at the end. So this was a discussion on why Slicker is not partnered at this time. Of course, this was last year. Slicker got partnered a month or 2 ago. He was at a convention before Corona, so it must have been 3 months ago at least. And he got the news live at the convention, like it was delivered by Pluto or somebody, and he was so excited because he was seen as a brand risk. For a long time, he was what he called himself. He fashioned himself as the largest affiliate on Twitch because he definitely blew the viewership out of the water. He had thousands of viewers at every stream. But he'd always talk mad shit. He was a bit like Trainwrecks TV, the old Trainwrecks. He would like kind of rail against what he saw as like booby streamers. He would be all up on the Raj Patel podcast, talking hella shit to the girls, like not like the stand, like the ones who are there all the time, like Casey Tron, but like the new girls. So it was also seen as kind of problematic that he was going for the vulnerable ones who had less of a backing online. You know what I mean? So like, all of that would get you in trouble. I would love to go find it, but I'd have to do a lot of digging. Emmett Shear, CEO of Twitch, right? At TwitchCon 2019, I watched this live, but he sat on a couch and was interviewed by, I believe, DJ Wheat or another big streamer. DJ Wheat's an employee, so it doesn't really count. About like, hey, you know, because this has been going on, especially in 2019. I think if you were paying attention, keeping your ears open on Twitch, everybody's complaining about the ban system on Twitch. This person's getting banned, but this person isn't. This person got, you know, banned for a week for this. That person has been banned indefinitely. This person has been banned for a month. This person got banned for 1 day for what you see as equal violations. For example, one of the more famous ones is when people call Amaranth Clamaranth right now as a meme, right? There's a little upskirt, but it was up short as she was sitting on the carpet, and her vajayjay showed legit for like a few seconds. Like, I mean, 6 is like the number that people throw about. I'm not gonna go watch it and fucking have a stopwatch, all right? It was more than 5, less than 10 seconds. And so that was an issue, and she got banned for less than a week, maybe even 1 day, probably 2 days. And when she got unbanned, she posted a video on Twitter of her crawling out of a cage with a collar on. very kind of like
I love
sexual.
it.
Yeah, and she was like, it's good to be free, you know, because she's always trying to sling her Patreon into the, you know what I mean, wallets of her fans. Yes, Clamorants. Anyway, let me go back down to the thing. Is it 3 times for the same offense? There is no official 3 strikes rule network. That's what we're trying to kind of get across with this in-depth dive. We're going into that. In 4 years, I've only gotten 24-hour once for NFL Red Zone. Yeah, I would say NFL and various other kind of like high brand like copyrights can get you in trouble big time. Just watched the apology video and I loved it. No spoilers, don't worry. I was reading that kind of in my head, my prediction was going to be double down. He's going to fake apologize, act all concerned and be like, psych, bitch, I'm going to be doing horny fucking VR chat streams on YouTube till I'm unbanned or some shit. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Craigasm and all that. But anyway, Slicker was like a brand risk. And then he gets partnered and now, right, he's signed to Team Liquid as a content creator. That's probably the biggest team you could be signed to right now as a content creator besides like NRG or Cloud9. I think Cloud9 might be the biggest. XQC himself throws Sentinel on his back though. The Sentinels represent Bugha, right? The Fortnite World Cup solos winner, XQC, and a few others. Some of them are like 2 viewer Andys and they're partnered. Like, I'm not gonna say who, but anyway, I killed him in Isles of 9. All right, him and his buddy 1v2 ran up the hill on him too. Didn't hide for shit. I came by his channel, was like, "What's up?" But we were pretty nice to each other because then he killed me and Dabber Dan the next round. But yeah, so Sentinels, just because they have XQC who streams to like 30 to 45,000, 50,000 on his latest stream where he was playing with Andy Milonakis and Chance, and his dad was leaking that he owned a Tesla and nobody knew. Their viewership is probably high as fuck, but Cloud9 has Forsen and a few other streamers. You guys might not know that Forsen signed to Cloud9 for content creation, but if you look at the bottom of his streams, it's right there. You click Cloud9, you see everybody who's signed to Cloud9 and they're streaming. So being signed to a big top 10 professional esports org in any region is like really, really good for you. And so it's funny how you can turn around from being a brand risk, right, to being the media darling, right? He's probably one of the biggest streamers on Team Liquid right now. It's kind of parallel to the story where Tyler 1 got permabanned from League and was constantly like the pariah, and now they trot him out at every big League of Legends event. He actually has more view hours than LCS, than the professional League of Legends North American streams this year. When you put him side to side, he gets more views. And so it just, I don't know. Sometimes I think that more speaks to the capitalism of streaming. It's like, dude,
Well,
numbers are numbers. And you can,
with Tyler
eventually they forgive
1,
you.
he was getting target banned by Riot employees.
Oh, yeah.
And he had
I forgot about that. Okay, so what did make it hard for him to stay banned was that somebody called him a troglodyte, which is basically like calling someone a mongoloid. Like, you definitely don't go there. And then also they said hopefully he'll die from a cocaine overdose soon. So one of the official Riot Reddit accounts wrote that. And so when you're the bad guy, Tyler, and then you get dogged on by official like Riot employees that way, they look bad too. And so then that kind of moves your ticker from all the way banned to somewhere in the middle because you get to be the victim for a little bit there. Riot employee about
he also
Tyler.
used that time to appeal his ban and say that he shouldn't be getting target banned.
No,
off
he
of
called him
League.
a homunculus, which Tyler said was a big brain insult. Yeah, he called him one of these, whatever this is, which is pretty fucked. But yeah, I don't know.
If you ever watched Fate Zero, they use that term to describe a certain type of a body form, which is basically just being made to complete a job for the scientists in the show or something like that, if I remember
Open
correctly.
this in a new tab. That's upper left. Okay, so I think Van Beer might be talking about this. This guy streamed a UFC fight through his glasses. This was a big brain play. He was on Twitch, right? UFC will get cracked down on YouTube and Twitch. And he did it in the reflection of his glasses. Oh, the dude with the controller. Okay, yeah, I was like, I was going to get to that. It's one of those two. Stream UFC controller. This guy.
I sent you a-
Yes. Okay.
I sent you a screenshot.
Okay, I'm gonna send you this image. So this guy, this is actually a pay-per-view fight, and what he did is he pretended it was a UFC video game and he was playing it. I'm sending you the image so that you can see it in case you don't have the stream up. This guy was a fucking genius. Sorry, the picture doesn't really show him. Let me scale it down a little bit so it can be seen. Yeah, this guy was amazing. He had the big brain play. He was moving and bobbing and weaving and pretending like his character wasn't responding to his controls sometimes and shit. Oh my God. Shows me so much data. Yes, thank you. You heard about this? Yeah. But anyway, so the Riot employee fucked up because he said in October 2017, Riot Games employee Aaron Sandruro Rutledge made insulting remarks about Steinkamp, that's Tyler's last name, in the official r/League of Legends subreddit's Discord server, saying he looked like a homunculus and that he would die from a coke overdose or testicular cancer from all the steroids. And I think he also implied that that was a good thing. So that's no good. That's no good. So, you know, Slicker went from, you know, brand risk to Twitch partner to Team Liquid Darling. Tyler One went from permabanned on 22 League of Legends accounts to Riot Games Darling. You know, I mean, once he got unbanned from League, he went straight to League. He was done with variety and streaming with Greek God X, even though that was huge for him. That's how a lot of people found out about him. I didn't know him from League, and I played League. That post, the Tyler one by the Riot employee, it said October 2017, I believe.
Okay, so it was only, let's see, October, November, December, 4 months after that he got unbanned from League.
There you go.
He was able to get his League account unbanned and wasn't getting target banned anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, so if you care about Streamer Bans is a Twitter account. I follow it. It's a ban bot. We're not affiliated, authorized, endorsed by anybody connected to Twitch. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten hit with the DMCA. A lot of people have been hit with DMCA's. Commander Root, right, who used to collect a lot of analytics on Twitch, including people getting partnered and unpartnered in live time. That was amazing to me. Me and Blitzen went in there one time when we watched some beer company got unpartnered that day, you know, and we saw that it happened. But as you can see, here's the Soda Pop and ban announcement. It's got 421 retweets, and the likes are still going up. It went from 2.6K to 2.7, right as we've been on this page. Right, see 107 likes, 149. It just speaks to how big he is. He is a huge streamer. I don't know who this is. Baby Stars got banned, right? Rafflegator. Okay, so Rafflegator and Chance, both at the 5-hour mark ago. So they are both banned simultaneously, which makes you think that it's the same thing. So let's see what the video is like. You ready? Volume adjusted and everything?
Yep.
The DSP gaming ban is also worth taking a look at. I heard the first one was a false DMCA claim that got repealed, and then now it's a reban, and I haven't heard about why.
Hey guys, first and foremost, I want to say thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I'm extremely fortunate to be living the life that I'm doing, and I've clearly taken it for granted. I love
the eyes.
My fans.
He's reading a script.
My money. I love my car.
Oh no.
I love my cashmere. And I love my mansion.
Oh no.
I love WoW and variety games. But most of all, I love VR and their tight anime.
Oh no.
I would never be dishonest or disingenuous. And I feel like I owe you guys an explanation for why my Twitch channel was banned. Again. A few nights ago, my good friend and I, Rob, got desperate for some female attention during our 5th month of lockdown. I haven't seen, touched, or talked to a girl in over 2 years. This is when we decided to enter the world of anime titties VR chat. We hit up some chill rooms here and there, but there was only ugly fat boys pretending to be girls hanging around, which was cringe. We knew we had to get more advanced. We waited until it was 3 a.m. That's when the real bitches get down. We entered this crazy world called the Golden Corral. Sex dungeon. And before we knew it, I was sitting in the sex dungeon with Rob. We were just hanging out and discussing whether it was possible to get hard and come from erotic roleplay and whatnot. While we were having this discussion, one of the local sexual succubus mutes decided to start rubbing on me in the middle of our talk. I told them to fuck off and that I didn't currently have a cum brain, but it wasn't enough to get rid of them. With all of this being said, this was too much sexual content going on all at once. I completely understand Twitch's decision for dealing out their punishment. If you want this sweater back, you can have it. Never mind. No, you cannot. I'm deeply sorry. I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry to my mom, my brother, my fans, my dogs, my friend Vigors. When we learned what the ban was, we speculated that it was because my friend Rafflegator publicly announced that he suspects it is possible to contract and spread STDs through dipping your genitals in a public toilet. We learned later that may not be, in fact, true, and or the reason that we got banned. It's not the reason I got banned, I just explained why. I love Twitch, and they love me back. So much that they gifted me this $5,000 Vicuña sweater that I'm currently wearing to prove our friendship. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Godspeed.
That was facepalm. Yeah, if you're if he signed to an org anymore? He's actually part owner in NRG because he almost was he had like an ownership stake in Northern Gaming back when they were one of the best Rocket League teams in the world. Actually, I have a poster. That poster is from Season 1 World Championships in Los Angeles. I went to the offline finals, and Northern Gaming was sponsored by him at the time. That was back when he had the donation alert, money's tight. And someone says, imagine when money's so tight you can't get your team jerseys, because they had T-shirts. They had Northern Gaming T-shirts at the tournament. So, and then Northern Gaming got bought up and rebranded as Northern Region Gaming, which is now NRG, which has, the San Francisco Shock and the Overwatch League, and just, successful teams in pretty much every big esport. Soda is next after Doc. It's not a perma. He's not lying. They did buy him this $5,000 Vicuña sweater, which is like cashmere, but it's shaven off of like, I think it's like legitimate wild llamas in a region in South America where you can only cut them like a certain amount of times a year. Like it's heavily regulated, Vicuña itself. So every Vicuña things I've found is like
licking itself
thousands
in the background.
Oh, okay. No, it's all good. Hopefully it's small enough. That's a 5K sweater. Yeah, that's why it's a 5K sweater. It's like a like Vicuña. It looks itchy, doesn't it though? He's so telling us. Oh my God. Yeah.
So
the Vicuña is a hoofed mammal that lives in Western South America. They are members of the Camelidae family, along with camels, llamas, guanacos, and alpacas. While the guanaco is a wild ancestor of the domestic llama, the Vicuña is the ancestor of the domestic alpaca. They look really cute. They look really,
I'm
really
gonna
cute.
say this about Soda Poppin being banned.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
That is
Definitely
so
not.
fucking cute. Look at
His
that shit.
demeanor on stream 90% of the time is I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm gonna do what I want.
I mean, he once.
And
Oh my God. I don't even want to say out loud what he said once. Maybe I can find it
Yeah,
here. Soda Poppin.
and
to female.
everybody that I've seen be like, "Oh my God, Soda Poppin fan!" I'm just like, look at how he acts on stream. Look at how he talks. Like, I'm not surprised, and people being surprised is kind of dumbfounding to me. If you've never seen a Soda Poppin stream, literally gives less fucks than probably Summit.
See if this is.
Get closer.
Okay, anyway, he says to a girl who ends up being, I think, a Twitch employee, I want you to grow out your, nether region hairs and pee on me or my face, something like that, and I'm not even fronting. That's something he said. I mean, this is 4 years ago where he's dressed up as a girl, and then here he plays Girl Streamer World Cup. Oh, that's 3 months ago. 1v2 versus 2 girls. He's always been pretty edgy. I mean, he played DreamHack Summer 2013. He was one of the original streamers on the platform that popped off because of World of Warcraft and how you could be AFK and be entertaining. He used to live with Byron Reckful, so he's one of the old guard, if you will. He would dominate Plexstorm. Oh my God! Right.
My opinion is that he's pretty misogynistic.
There you go. Oh yeah,
And,
absolutely. He's like a total incel, low key. Like he just does not know how to talk to girls, and so I think a lot of people like that kind of take it out on each other.
After his girlfriend of a couple of years, I think it was his fiance at the time, kind of left him. He's kind
Leah?
of been,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of been pretty fucked ever since. Because he didn't used to be like this particular way until like after
Yeah.
that.
And now he's like, totally, I don't want to date a girl from Twitch anymore. There's this girl, JCG, and there's nothing wrong with him. She's super humble. She's really cool. And she's, you know, good looking, right? This is JCG over here, right? She's cute and shit. I don't know why this is next door to you. Reveals incredible gesture SQC made for. Oh, is this nice? Made for her. I do not accept. Not take my stuff. Wholesome story about how Felix helped her out in a tough situation. When the house I was living in previously fell apart, we had to be out by August. So I had nowhere to go. I really had nowhere to live. I had no idea what I was going to do. He opened his door to the young entertainer while he's hanging out with her and Adept. Oh, okay. Talking about it, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. So she must have lived with them for a little bit. But now she actually, what's cool about her is that she's super humble, does not leech. She actually lives with Mizkif, and you wouldn't know from the Mizkif streams that involve E-Rob, who lives with them, and Russell, formerly Comedy Russell. Both E-Rob and Russell are in the background of Mizkif streams on the daily. You never see JCG. She just keeps to herself and does her own stuff. Dead Arisen, we in it! Dude, is that the YouTuber Dead Arisen? No, he's on Twitch sometimes, but I've been seeing him on YouTube so much more lately. Fucking follow this man's. I'm already subscribed, all right? I think my favorite video is those misspelled things. Where's that one? There it is, right here. Looking bueno. I'm abusing the blue beanie with the blue eyes. Again.
Good haunts. Take my Cheem creams. That just sounds amazing. Cheem creams.
Okay, wait, you can't see
Cheem.
it because,
Sweet and sour sauce.
Okay. We're talking about the soda popping band. Thank you. If I tuck in my shirt, we've been losing a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? We're like, I don't know. That's like a really weird way to. I'm wearing this big ass shirt. I'm wearing like a tighter shirt tomorrow that says message deleted. It's very Twitch relevant. It's a YouTube day, so we're just not really focusing on that. Okay, see here. This is the boy.
Let's get started. Ranabo Sprimkle. Spinch.
No.
Take my horse down to Old Tonrud haunts. Take my Cheem creams. That just sounds amazing. Cheem creams. Cheem. Sweet and sour sauce.
Oh no.
Bench. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, I can't go through it too much. It's too funny. But yeah, I met him in the 24K days, bro. My God, I miss you guys down there in Arizona. I want to come down sometime. We might need to have another little
living
fest.
in Arizona.
Yeah, you used to live in Arizona.
Yep, I lived there till I was 12 and moved to Colorado after that, and then moved around a lot since that. Actually.
There you go. Yeah, so JCG has a huge crush on Soda Poppin', and he's just been like, I'm not gonna date another girl from Twitch. Period. He's got like a real block against it after Leah. So yeah, him and just
He's
girls.
extremely bitter.
He is. Yo, hey, what's up, Sky Man? How you doing? Hey, Kona, brother. But yeah, also Dead Arisen does a lot of Smash Brothers content. He's probably the best Donkey Kong I know. I think when I see other people play Donkey Kong, I only think about him, really. What's that guy from Australia that's really big? Little Z or whatever. I've seen him play Donkey Kong. I'm like, man, he's not as good as motherfucking Dead Arisen. You're all the way into Elite Smash with him, right? You're good, Skyman? That's good. Okay, so we're gonna shout out the other channels that pull a lot from live stream fails, right? Daily Twitch. I used to watch this every day, so I'd imbibe like 15 minutes or 10 to 20 minutes of content every day. So Daily Twitch, right, does a daily wrap up. If you click them, and I'm subscribed, right, I recommend subscribing to anybody whose YouTube we pull from because we wish to be seen as a transformative source, right? Fair use. See, 8 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and it's a little much to keep up with. Just same with Streamers TV, the other big one. Between them, they probably have 200,000 subscribers, and they're the main source everyone goes to. See right here, 10 hours, 1 day, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So they do a daily. But what I really like is Tom, aka Streamers Reloaded. He's from the UK, great commentary style. As you can see, I make sure to not miss just about anything. You can tell from the red bars here. I've been in the middle of just covering a lot of drama between, let's see, right now we're still filming parts of episode 8. This is episode 9 with Nemi with Bonnie. So this one is still belongs to Bonnie, and thankfully these 4 all encapsulate kind of the Me Too movement in gaming streaming. Because it's not that I don't want to talk about it, it's just fucking very depressing and hard to keep all together. There's a huge Google document we've been going over that we should make available if people care about it. And one of the latest developments was Diego Soares, who got dropped from TSM. This matters to me and the people in my community and in my gamer circle a lot, because Diego Soares came from Ring of Elysium. One of the best Ring of Elysium players. He very quickly became one of the best Apex Legends players. And when Warzone came out, he just grinded to #1 right away over the week that it came out. He has that skill. He should play pro, but he doesn't. He's like a content creator. He used to be like a pretty boy YouTuber, and there's a lot of problematic stuff that came out about him. So he got low-key. I mean, cancel culture is what it is, but like it's... Most people who complain about cancel culture are also people who support the free market. I was discussing this with somebody on Sunday. And the free market is what dictates and allows a organization to see you as a brand risk, right? TSM is about the bottom line, the sponsors, Gillette, whoever it is at the time, Logitech. They don't want to put their arms behind somebody, their money behind somebody who's seen kissing underage girls and weird shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I understand the take that cancel culture doesn't allow people to grow beyond their past. You keep them stuck in a place where they were, right? Alinity throwing the cat, stuff like that. But to try and call out brands for dropping sponsorships for people or orgs for dropping streamers for stuff is, I think, a little backwards, because that makes you a little hypocritical. You're supporting this capitalistic free market. The market will bear what it will bear, but it won't stand certain things, such as, you know, PR looking bad. They care about that shit. I do tourneys
If
with them.
people come out as abusers, then they should be dropping them.
Me likey? Thank you, Arisen. I like having it live with you guys too. Yeah, for real? Yeah, I saw somebody was, I think you went off about that on, no, not too much on Twitter. You were talking about a parallel topic, but it wasn't exactly the same stuff. Because I know, like, you were talking about how a lot of this stuff is like depressing and like you got to cleanse your timeline of the BS. But like, what's currently going on in the mainstream media of our little world here in gaming and streaming is BS and or sad stuff, and or if you don't have the emotional bandwidth to be dealing with other people's shit because you got your own shit going on, and we all do with the coronavirus and the world pandemic and stuff, then sometimes this shit is a little much to talk about. Even I have to take a break sometimes. Otherwise it enforces that they endorse that behavior. Yes, exactly. And you know, Method, right? Method shut down or is in the process of shutting down because of Josh and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you start being, I mean, Ninja, right? Big family-friendly brand, didn't used to be, but during the beginning of his upcoming on Fortnite, right? He was on Luminosity still. He was signed to Luminosity, and people don't remember that. So, like, a lot of people have been on orgs, and you can get dropped from it if you're not fucking careful. Something I'm surprised about is that I Will Dominate is still signed to Team Liquid, and he is always just getting in the drama. In and around the drama.
The amount of drama he gets onto on Twitter is freaking ridiculous.
And in Reddit, he's not above getting into a Reddit conversation with somebody who's literally a nobody, like literally a
He got into a Twitter war with, I think it was the CEO of Riot, if I remember correctly.
Just wait, what does JFC mean? Hang on.
Just a fucking course, I think, or something like that.
Jesus fucking Christ. There it is. Yeah. I Will Dominate. Stopped watching him a long time ago. Correct. Same. But his clips are everywhere. Just everyone calls him Crackhead Shroud because of the way he looks. It's kind of fucked. Oh my god.
Here it is. Actually, let me link this to you.
All right. I love how this thumbnail's for the people to see it. This is what gets posted in the live stream chat. This live stream chat is for people who YouTube doesn't load, or when we're on Trovo it doesn't load, right? And I'm like, hey, if YouTube chat doesn't work for you, write in the live stream chat feature of my Discord. And look at this, motherfucking, take a wild guess as to what's being revealed by these spoiler blocks. And I had to do this while I was having a serious conversation with Bonnie Rose. And look at this shit. You can already tell. Hee hee ho ho, hello there, me old chum, right? I'm Ganata Ganoblin. I'm Ganata Gnome, right? And this is by Talk of War with his 0.86 Mbps upload. So this man is out here spending his time, right? Spending his time where his little fucking hamsters are running the wheel that draws the water that runs his internet, right? To just post that. That's what he's spending his small internet speed on. And I guess I respect it. God damn. Wait, what is this? .esports. Oh, always another reputable source for online. Jesus. Calls out Riot co-founder for deleted tweet. The former pro addressed the Twitter feud during his stream. Mark Merrill. Oh, yeah. Deleted tweet in a recent back and forth conversation with him. The streamer called him out, claiming that Merrill is insulting everyone who made a career off of the popular MOBA. After I Will Dominate criticized Riot for employing bad people, co-founder responded by congratulating the streamer on having a career revolving around the free game that the company made. Merrill clearly regretted his response, deleting the tweet shortly after, which gave I Will Dominate all the ammunition he needed. Dude, yeah, you can't miss when you fight with people like this, especially streamers. The internet is a permanent place. You try and delete something that's been saved a million times, screenshotted. Yeah. Never care for that guy. He's boring as fuck. I mean, if you care about jungling in League of Legends, he's probably one of your biggest guys. But then who else is there? Tarzan, who's also toxic. A couple other challenger level jungles who are Nightblue, also toxic. Always gets in drama with Tyler, with I Will Dominate, with Tarzan. And Tyler made a challenger run this season in jungler to show that it was easy. That it was the easiest role. He got challenger on ADC and jungler though. So I mean, I don't know. That is dedication. So pretty much his tweet is like, I made you bitch, you'd be nothing without me. Honestly, this is in quotes, so it's a direct quote. Having a career revolving around the free game. Like, why would you call your game a free game, which it is, and having a career of, like, congratulating the streamer on having, it's like, congrats, I made you, or congrats, this isn't a big accomplishment. Having a career revolving around the game that I put out. Putting out the game is more important. It's like, damn, dude, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot with that. I don't know.
Pinkward got his checkmark taken away from Twitch.
It's crazy. I know one of his exes, so she was talking, maybe not about that, but there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that isn't so savory either. I watch Pinkward, aka Clam. Oh, really? Really, Venvir? Okay, well, shit. I just said what I said. Listen, okay? I can't really say more because that'd be kind of disrespecting the person I talked to privately about that stuff. They brought it up, not me. Tryndamere. Is Mark Merrill really voice of Tryndamere? I don't know. Wonder why head rioters feel entitled to physically abuse employees. Oh, could imagine this being both an internal slogan and something they whisper in your ear after as they invade your personal space. Never stop being a good person because of bad people. Yeah, it just sucks when the bad people work for the company that your career is based off of. Congrats on having a career revolving around the free game we made. Yeah, this is really tone deaf and kind of some shit right there. I haven't watched anything League related in over a year. Me too, dude. League of Legends is just a little bit resident sleeper to me to watch, especially when I don't play on a regular basis. Like, I'll get ranked gold in Heimerdinger mid only, and then I'm like, I might have peaked this season. I'm out.
I went from bronze 5 to gold 2 playing Morgana support.
There you go. Dude, Morgana's great. The lockdown on her Q is just undeniable. And plus, dude, the spell shield, that's actually super pog. It's a pretty unique ability. Even CSGO, which I was really into. Same. I used to watch hella CSGO. Even when I didn't play as much, I'd watch the pro channels. I have like 5 or 10 of the pro channels. Like, I have a Russian and a French one done too for when they stream the ones that the English ones don't. I just don't care for esports anymore. I'm too old for that shit. It might be that, bro. After April next year when I'm 30, dude, I'm full washed up. Not even going to be able to compete in anything anymore. Tournaments, like esports level tournaments, it's just only going to be streamer tournaments for me. You know what I mean? Hopefully by that time I'm big so I can try and dunk on Tim the Tatman. You know what I mean? That's going to be my lane. We'll have the shaved head. We'll have all the egg jokes. We'll encourage him to retire and just host me every day. And that'll be the way for us. You know what I mean? Honestly, dude, also, I'm looking at Dead Arisen in the chat, man. I'm so sad that, what was it? Oh, we talked about this. Them fighting herds is an Evo the online Evo this year, not Smash, which is low-key an admission that their netcode is trash and that they couldn't do a successful online tournament that wouldn't be super complained about. Anyway, yeah. Dramatics, livestream fail, I Will Dominate. One person who I don't think deserves all this flame and shit like this is Andy Milonakis. They hate on him here, and now they're super nice since Reckful died. But I'm in his Discord server, so maybe I'm a little biased. I also have him outside of my folders because I've applied to his show called Adopt an Affiliate, because he would play with me for a week if I won, and then host me each day that week. And that would be a huge thing for the channel. It'd be crazy big. So we're got our fingers crossed on that one. We edited our own video for that. Anyway, yeah, there's adorable, wholesome ones. Guy's mom jumps on stream and he's AFK. all that stuff. But anyway, to keep track of the stuff we've done, I think I was going to maybe just do the one, but we're in the swing of things and we do have Nemi for long enough to do this. So I think we'll do the latest 2. That way we're caught up because it keeps you up to date. So this will be a little old. This is on July 20th, which is 18 days ago. So if you've seen stuff you've already seen, such as Life. But the way we do it, just as like a primer for everybody in Nemi as well, although she's seen episodes, is that we watch it story by story. When he moves on, we pause, we talk about it, we unpack it. We, of course, are here with you in chat to kind of break it down too, should you wish to. And then we move on, because we used to just watch the whole thing and then go back story by story. And if you come in the middle of the stream, then you're just like, what did I miss? I don't get it. You're like a whole video behind. And so if we go piece by piece, then if you come in the middle, at least you can just drop in and be there for the next story. Of course, after this is over, I edit it down and we put the whole video on YouTube and we make a playlist out of it. The episode with Blitzen, I think that's episode 6, just got edited. I'm going to upload it tonight and set it to schedule release at 12 noon tomorrow. And then 7 with Slevin will come out, and then we'll be editing down the Bonnie Rose ones. Hopefully do our last Bonnie Rose episode. It's a 3 fucking parter, guys, because there was a lot to cover that we wanted to have, kind of like a woman who's been in leadership in esports orgs, because esports orgs were getting really outed for their misbehavior. We hope to get that finished by next week. But yeah, esports is in a weird place right now. So let's get ready and get into this if you're tabbed in and ready to go. Yes, Nemi?
Yep.
Welcome back to Streamers Reloaded. My name is Tom, and let's get right into the news. And today we're stepping away from the cancelling of people we've seen and focusing a bit more on clips that cause drama. So first up today, we got an update on the last story from last episode. Slight error in the video. This image was used for Karma. That's not Karma. This is. But anyway, since last episode, Karma has posted an update and talked a little bit about being electrocuted through her controller on stream. First posting to Instagram, controller that shocked me by lightning strike. This is so weird. Which is posted alongside an image of the damage done to the controller. There seemed to be a lot of you confused as to how this happened in the comments of last episode, so we then come on stream and Karma has given some extra context as to how all of this may have happened. So for this one, here is that clip.
We're not here. So there's major thunderstorms going on right now in my area, and the house next door to me got struck by lightning. It's not on fire. I don't know what happened. The lightning must have hit there and gone through. There's like a metal thing. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. There's a metal thing that goes down the house, and it must have gone down the house and somehow hit me. Not hit me, but it went into my controller, and the controller like sparked, like really big sparked, and just burned my hand. It's not burned or anything, but I'm just... Yikes. It was yikes. Anyway.
Following on very shortly after Monday's
episode. Okay, that's that's a pretty short. Luckily, not very dramatic, but that's kind of crazy. Because you can get real scarification or like burned like pathways in your body from that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that burn scares me because she might not fully understand how long-term that could be. I mean, we don't know that for sure either. But like, if you get like a dead necrosis within the center of your finger, I mean, your job is involving a controller. So that's kind of crazy. Ugh, your take though.
That's one that's very weird for that to happen.
I agree.
Anybody who's like saying that it could be potentially fake, all you have to do is look at the controller and see the melted edges around the charger port.
Yeah, and you can click around if you ever need to take over, but here, I'll try and snipe that for you. Boom, there it is. Crazy looking.
I read about this on Twitter first, so I actually knew about this prior to watching this, so I feel happy about that. But yeah, it is possible to get shocked by your fucking controller.
Yeah.
Really weird, but I don't know why it didn't affect any of our other parts of her computer. That's the part that, or, you know, PS4 or whatever she was playing
Dude,
on.
yeah, whatever system that traveled through should have been fried. You know what I mean?
Should have been the keyword.
Yeah.
It's very strange. So when I lived in Colorado, there was a very huge lightning storm that was going on in our neighborhood. It struck the side of my friend's house and broke a window, and put a burning hole in the side of her house.
Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting waking up the next morning, going to school, and seeing a big hole in my friend's house.
Yeah, no, nature destruction, big scary. Be careful out there. All right, luckily this first one is not like hyper nuanced and controversial or anything like that, but I'm sure that's going to change because I saw Ninja in the thumbnail. Oh God, this was something we had to cover, and I've been looking forward to covering because I've been a charity streamer for a very long time, and it does involve charity streaming. So let's go.
Yikes! It was yikes. Anyway.
Following on very shortly after Monday's episode, America's President Trump got banned off the platform. On the same day, one of the Trump Reddit pages, _Donald, was also banned, which had over 770,000 subscribers. The page was banned for Rule 1, 2, and 8. If you want to read, here those are, but as far as the Twitch ban goes, Twitch has released a statement: hateful conduct is not allowed on Twitch. In line with our policies, President Trump's channel has been issued a temporary suspension from Twitch for comments made on stream. So from this, all that we know is the ban is temporary, but as of right now, the channel is still banned. And following on, we got one from...
Let's see if that's true. Let's take a look if that's still the case. Which is perfect. I think that's hilarious. We don't do much politics on my channel and everything else, but let's see. Oh, it's back. Wow, it's back. There was a freaking Team Trump online with Laura. It's just funny because like all these other media outlets just let him through and say the bullshit that he does, and some of it's fucking terrible.
Just because he's president.
Yeah, and Twitch is one of the few online outlets that's actually stood up and done something about it. That's kind of crazy. Kind of cray-cray, bro. Yeah.
I honestly laughed really hard when I saw that.
Yeah, I thought that shit was kind of hilarious. I'm curious. Let's take a look at the Donald, because I've heard about the Donald a lot. Hateful content. Let's see what the rule violations were. Okay, so the Donald brigades all the fucking time. If you don't know what brigading is, it's when you take yourselves as a group and go fuck with someone else. Like you either go into someone's stream and harass them, you go to a different subreddit in this case, and kind of spread whatever you want to spread or downvote whatever. I mean, it's just like the internet version of hooliganism, and like I don't know. There's a lot of good and bad words for it. It's hard to not be subjective, but it's just very shitty. It's a shitty thing to do. Happens all the fucking time. You've seen it, I'm sure, and not everybody understands it to be what it is. Brigading, you know, like that's what it is. Is Crucible dead?
Yeah.
Crucible has been pulled into. I just had to check to make sure chat was still working.
Isn't it back in beta?
Yeah, it got pulled back into a closed beta. So I had talked to you guys about it, about how the closed alpha and beta already happened away from the eyes because it was under a non-disclosure agreement. And then the game came out, and we never really saw the need for voice chat. I don't know. Sometimes I put too much pressure on me and the other alpha testers for like, how did we not see this? How did we not talk to the devs about this and get that done? The answer for the alpha and beta testers is, you know, when we were testing the game, we were all in the Discord, right? I can't click in there, but I'll show you. I've got my own little folder for Crucible, just like when Row was my main game. I had a Row folder. Still kind of do. NDA closed Crucible preview. Now, if I click that, I'd be violating my non-disclosure agreement, right? So we're not going to click that. But the point is that whenever we were testing the game, right, we I'm just casually gnoming them every time I pull that up. We would be in that Discord. You had to be in that Discord during the play windows. They'd bring the servers up for 4 hours. They might leave them on overnight for the tryhards, like the 4-time champ right now, Prof, my guy. But also people who are playing another Amazon games titled Breakaway, which was canceled in 2018, kind of were worried about this happening with Crucible. Another Amazon's game's going to launch, have a fail of a launch, get canceled. And it did get, it's in the process of being at risk, man. But there's still a lot of people that play the closed beta. Myself, I have not played it since it went closed beta, but I do want to cast the next tournament. The tournaments are still happening, $1,000 NA, $1,000 EU. So the prize pools are, still bigger than Ring. It's just that, like, they're trying to get the voice chat, the text chat, everything that should have been ready for launch. So like I always been saying, I think season 1, day 1 needs to be as good as launch day was, or better than, right? No problems, same amount of promotion. And that's their last shot. Right now it's back in the incubator. So it's currently dead on Twitch, I would say. Never really more than 100 viewers unless a big streamer goes over there and does it, or like a partner does. When Jebro's streaming it, right, it gets a bit above 100, but that's it. The tournaments on the weekends are when there's a good deal of viewership, and that's it. Hopefully when they come back out to the public, it's good. Right now, Hyperscape, big poppin'. At the same time, Hyperscape, only 4,000 viewers, which is great, but that's like Rocket League numbers, and Rocket League is up and down and, is a longevity kind of esport. But like, you know, if you're Hyperscape, you're supposed to have like a hype 6 months at the start, and it's not there. They need to do a Twitch Rivals stat, I think, because that'll get everybody back interested. Anyway, the Donald Band, it's been a terrible place for a while. Very ignorant, very harassing. So rule 1 of Reddit, remember the human. Reddit is a place for creating community and belonging, not for attacking marginalized or vulnerable groups of people. Kind of what the Donald's all about. Everyone has a right to use Reddit free of harassment, bullying, and threats of violence. This brigading I talked about, it's what they do. Communities and users that incite violence or that promote hate based on identity or vulnerability will be banned. That's kind of what they do. Rule 2, abide by community rules. Kind of what they don't do. Post authentic content into communities where you have a personal interest, and do not cheat or engage in content manipulation, including spamming, vote manipulation, ban evasion, or subscriber fraud, or otherwise interfere with or disrupt Reddit communities. So what they did is they interfered and disrupted other Reddit communities that they didn't agree with. They would also vote manipulation, meaning they would go in there, post their rhetoric, especially if it wasn't in line with the subreddit they were joining, right? If it was like maybe a liberal subreddit, and then they just get all of them to upvote that and downvote the other stuff. So it's like, let's go to this subreddit, push our stuff to the top, push their shit out of the way because we have the numbers to, and you know, it's harassment, you know? So Rule 8, don't break the site or do anything that interferes with normal use of Reddit. So they would, you know, use their numbers to kind of stretch the bandwidth of some subreddits, you know, try and crash stuff, basically. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like a right-wing 4chan or something. I don't know. It's just like there's, you know, radicalization is something that gets covered a lot, and I think it was especially prevalent in terms of the national discourse over the course of 2019. Radicals in all different directions, right? Which is why I hate when people demonize the centrists, right? Those are the glue that hold this whole system together sometimes. Because once you get out there on the fringe, it gets a little wild, man. So those people are definitely on the fringe of the right-hand side of the divide. You know what I mean? So, you know, the kind of people who fucking drive a car into a protest, right? That happened over there in West Virginia. It was on the East Coast during one of those protests. And so it's just like, dude, if a bunch of the digital versions of those guys all have a home to be, they're going to go there, right? Just like all the edgelord kind of like racist and or just like edgy losers kind of grouped around Ice Poseidon and kind of made that community very toxic, right? They do need somewhere to be, right? Especially if they're not going to reform. And especially if like the anti-racists kind of, you know, denounce them. And, you know, it's not like it's their job, to be fair to them, to educate these people and try and bring them towards the light, right? There's one guy who does that, and I highlight him all the time. NPR convert racists. He's a jazz musician, and he convinced 200 KKK members to give up their robes, right? And he would sit down with these people, and he was willing to sit through them, and, you know, sit in the presence of Klan members and interview people in the robes and hear people say the hard R N-word to him. You know what I mean? And that's a difficult process to go through. But he would befriend these people and kind of show them, because what he discovered is that a lot is like, how do you hate me if you don't even know me? That was the big question that he needed answered. And the answer was that a lot of them didn't know black people. They didn't have any black friends. And a lot of them thought stuff like jazz was like a white man's music, right? And he would play music and be like, yo, these white people who you know to play these music learned it from black musicians. And, you know, like slowly once he got them used to hanging out with a black guy and been over to his house and he's been to theirs, a lot of them kind of gave up their ways. You know what I mean? But it's not my job, right? I ran into a lot of racism in Ring of Elysium, and so did me and Blitzen, and he was probably my biggest ally on kind of being basically the expected face of somebody who wouldn't care about such a thing. You know, a straight white dude doesn't really affect us directly, but still being very militantly against it. Me and Blitzen would never hang out with those people. As soon as we found out people were like that, we kind of canceled them from our circles. And, you know, it's our job to do whatever we're doing. Him being a pro gamer, me trying to be in Ring, and or just being a professional content creator. And it's just like, I just can't have that shit around me, man. It's not like my job to come fix these people, right? It wasn't even his job. He was a jazz musician and became his personal hobby. But, you know, like this hate. So, but the point is, and Destiny talked about this a little bit. He said that these people, if they don't have somewhere to go and people aren't willing to sit them down and talk to them, or if they're not the kind of person who's willing to be converted, then they have to be somewhere. Somewhere has to count as home to them online as well. And places like these are accepting, you know, the Donald on Reddit, Jesse Anderson, a lot of different people. I wonder if you can see if it's in here, Destiny, in my internet history. why white men are so easily red-pilled, right? Which is this whole see the reality of the world, which is usually an alt-right
Oftentimes
viewpoint. And let me see if I can get that in here, because he says it better than I do. Here we go. You ready for it, volume-wise?
Oftentimes, the reason why these communities get so popular online is because they're actually willing to acknowledge some underlying factual description of the world that other people aren't. So, for instance, sometimes as a guy, especially if you're a white guy today, sometimes it can kind of feel like everybody's shitting on you. And sometimes you can kind of get this weird feeling where it's like, well, hold on, wait, why is it okay to say fuck all white people and fuck all men online? But if I make a joke about women, people literally want to crucify me. Like, that seems kind of weird. But if you even voice that concern, people will fucking crucify you for it. And you don't have any of these positive, influential, progressive figures that want to talk to guys that feel that way. So instead, these people get fucking annihilated online. And the only communities that exist to absorb these people are like, Red Pill, pickup artists, Jordan Peterson, like these types of people. They're the only ones that are willing to talk to them.
Yeah. So that is a bit of a it's like a valid point, so to speak. You know what I mean? If there's no progressive figure willing to talk to them, like the jazz musician with the KKK guys, then where do they get talked to? Where do they feel welcome? And it's usually in amongst other non-welcoming people. And then that's how radicalization happens. Everybody who thinks the same way is in one place, comes to a point. Everybody's publicly talking about these ignorant points of view. It gets sharpened and increased and feeling more and more okay because they're surrounded by other people who feel that that's okay. And then we get these kind of toxic communities online. So it happens. Let's see. Let's get back to the rest of that video, which is a bit tricky. Let's see if we can get that. Get back to where we are.
Burned or anything.
Oh, all right. Oh, XQC. Oh, okay, here's the one.
Still banned. And following on, we got one from XQC, who shared on stream a controversial topic around streamers and charity live streams, where he shared that streamers often get paid by charities for doing these kinds of streams. This caused a bit of a wildfire on Twitter, but let's start with the clip.
It's time for the whole wheat world.
You guys know that most charities we were part of, they pay these streamers to do it, right? You guys can't be that stupid. Don't take the money. I mean, you wouldn't know. The streamers that you watch that they do fucking charity days, they're pretty much all paid for it.
This became a bit of a shock to the community, and it brought up a question of a lot of big streamers not really disclosing that although they're doing great things for charity, being paid takes away from this idea that streamers are doing it as a selfless act. After this clip, one particular figure that came up was Dr. Lupo, who's done a huge amount of work for St. Jude. One user left a comment on Reddit saying, "Damn, kinda doesn't make Lupo seem as wholesome." And then another user wrote, "Maybe that's why Lupo donates 25,000 of his own money when he does St. Jude streams, if he in fact profits of doing it." And another user wrote, "If that's actually the case, then it's even more misleading and disingenuous than just keeping the money in my opinion. It gives everyone a false sense of, look, we're all in this together. If I can donate 25k, you can spare money too." And well, after this clip and comment, Dr. Lupo decided to tweet this image out and respond to it on Twitter, saying, from an r/livestreamfails post on Reddit regarding XQC stating that the majority of streamers get paid to do charity streams. I've never been paid to raise money for St. Jude, just wanted to make sure that was clear. So after Dr. Lupo's response, XQC also responded saying, "The topic went out of control and some of it was severely out of context, but I think most people understood that the top of the line charities with a good charity navigator score don't operate this way, as far as I know." And then Dr. Lupo responded saying, "Gotcha, all I saw was the clip, so that's on me for not watching what was before/after." And of course, that's where this should have ended. But of course, it did not. A couple hours later, Jessica Blevins, more commonly known as Ninja's wife, decided to get involved. And here is where we have a lot of back and forth. Jessica said, "This guy's always had some trash to say. I've literally never heard of a single streamer getting paid to raise money, and per FTC rules, if they were, it would be easily known to the public, keep doing amazing things." XQC then responded, "This is effing rich coming from you of all people. Incredible you found the time to half-ass listen to the clip and give your take no one asked about in between your virtual signaling posts." Jessica then said, "Ooh, I was waiting on your response. Enjoy your day, QVC. Hope to see you doing a fundraiser in the the future since you have so much to say about them. XQC then said, of course I was going to answer, sweetie. I was eating breakfast, fueling up for a productive day. Not very relatable, I know. You should teach me a thing or two about fundraisers. I'm sure you know a thing or two about raising funds. I mean, these Gucci bags don't pay for themselves. Then Ninja got involved, saying, you have zero clue the amount of work Jess does for our family and our business. And when she wants to buy a Gucci bag, she effing can because she worked for it. We have donated millions to charity and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stop being a piece of S. XQC then responded, I know you have. I have a lot of respect for that. If Jessica wants to speak out of her ass, I can definitely do the same. Except only one of us is being honest about it. APL then responded saying, Jessica pulls up a civil convo with an obvious dig at XQC, then drop information that is demonstrably false. As a nobody streamer, I even get offered for paid charity streams often. Then wants none of the smoke when called out. Classic. This is why we stan XQC. Ninja responded to that with, literally everything in her tweet was truth. XQC trash talks all the time, to everyone, especially me, and she has personally never heard of anyone being offered money to do a charity stream, and then states it would have had to be shared if it were per FTC regulations. Then Jessica jumps back in saying, X, it's clear you don't respect women, or really anyone with, again, the trash I've heard you spew. If you want to be sexist and act like because I'm married to a successful man, that makes me a do-nothing mooching woman, that's your choice to be that kind of person. Also adding, I'm not your sweetie. Then Ninja's brother, Jonathan Blevins, got involved saying, bro, easy on the sexism, it's 2020. Calling women sweetie and refusing to admit they work is not the best move morally or for whatever you do as a job. Then going back again, Jessica responded again with, you don't respect him when you continuously trash talk about him on your stream. Second, I said you talk trash, true statement, and felt it was important to let people know I've never heard of someone being paid. The attacks and anger are coming from you. XQC then said, damn, the manager is about to come out. The lack of self-awareness is insane, Jessica. Your husband is an icon out of our sphere. Does that sink in? It has nothing to do with you being a woman. How dare you use the sexism card in such a trivial interaction, lumping in actual victims of sexism, especially in gaming. Yikes. Jessica then said, I'm using the sexism card because I refuse to be called sweetie and challenge a big gaming figure telling me I don't work or deserve what I have. This is what's wrong with gaming and what women have to deal with all the time. Then Ninja responded, dude, you need to stop. In your own words, you literally said she does nothing all day, and then called her sweetie when she is in fact not your sweetie. Not to mention she tried to reach out privately to talk about this, yet you continue to tweet in all caps. So pausing that thread, XQC stopped responding at this point. And that's where we come on stream a bit. First off, a clip coming from XQC shows that Ninja has in fact received some sort of payment for a charity event, showing a tweet from a while ago which was a charity event tweet with the hashtag ad in it. Well, Jessica also responded to that after XQC tweeted that, saying, if someone even so much as gives you free stuff, you're technically supposed to disclose it as hashtag ad. They flew us to Germany and put us up in a hotel, not only for a non-charity tournament that they won, but also that, not sure covering accommodation counts as paying to promote. And then there's one more clip coming from XQC that is relevant here, and that is that since this, a lot of people have changed their perception of these charity streams. Now knowing streamers can and have been paid for these, this last clip coming from XQC shows that he didn't mean to cause any damage to these future charity events.
Dr. Lupo and whatnot, dude, they do really good charity streams. They pop off what they did, and it's part of what they do. It's part of their calling, and it's really positive. And I don't want to hurt that. And I know that even though I was trying to be just and be honest, I could have done collateral damage to charity as a whole, and I'm sorry for that. That is my mistake. Okay.
Following on, we actually go back to the tweets with a few smaller pieces of drama stemming from all of that. Towards the end, Slasher decided to respond with, this calls for
okay, so actually, let's just finish this.
XQC and Adapt and Ninja and his wife 2v2 Black Ops 3 for charity. This is where Alinity got involved saying, oh, this is an easy bet. Team Ninja loses easy. Ninja responded to Alinity with, don't you have another cat to abuse? Then Alinity responded, you have no class. It's only a playful joke. And you have to be rude like this? Pretty shameful, dude. Then Ninja, oh, I was joking too. LOL, OMG, can't take a joke? Come on, Alinity, haha, jeez. Which was finished off with Alinity saying, Ninja is the most toxic person in gaming. Then also we had a clarification from Mizkif responding to Jessica, showing that he had also received offers with money incentives from charities. Saying, Jessica, let me start off by saying I'm a huge fan. I've been offered 2 deals in the past 30 days to do sponsored charities for $20,000 plus. I agree with this XQC guy is toxic, but he's 1000% right. Then we follow on to Wednesday, and similar to Mizkif, Slicker has shared on stream that he's received a money incentive for doing a charity stream. So here is that clip.
Should have never said. He should have just
Listen
never
to this.
said
Listen. So
anything
tell
at
me how
all.
it makes sense. They offered me 2.5 2.5 or 3K. 3.2. The Rays goal was 3.5. How is that legit?
Exposed.
How does that make it? What, Rays 300? That makes no sense. Yeah.
And the last one for today is a very irregular ban shared through Twitter, which the
Okay,
user
okay,
Mark
okay,
shared.
okay. So much to unpack. Let me get to chat for a second. Do you think being from the Bay is diversity is in our DNA? I would love to say so. As soon as I read that, I had that instant knee jerk, like, hell yeah, bro. I think that it's in realistic ways, because there's plenty of racist people in the Bay Area, and it's unfortunate, and it does the region no justice. But I think it's the one thing that I can say that feels very much more closer to objective truth is that it's there for you in a bigger way than in other places. Diversity is there if you choose to reach out for it and understand it and make it a part of your life. For example, I talk about this occasionally on stream. I was, in a way, the only just like white American dude in my closest group of friends in high school. My closest group of high school friends was Dimitri, Akbar, and Igor. And Igor was like definitely literally what Caucasian means, like an ethnic Caucasoid or whatever you want to call it, because he is from Russia, the Caucasus Mountains or whatever you want to call. But he was born in Russia, right? And I think he was like religious and like ethnic backgrounds were very varied in my group of friends, right? Because he was a white Russian dude from Russia who was like I believe he was Orthodox Christian, right? And then we had Admir Salkanovic, who was from Bosnia, right? His family escaped the massacres over there, and he was Muslim. Although I watched him drink a lot of alcohol. Same with Akbar. Akbar was a Pakistani Muslim who was born in Pakistan and came over. Dmitry was a Jewish Ukrainian, and he came from Ukraine like his family did. And, you know, I was born here, although my grandfather immigrated from England on my mother's side. That's probably the closest direct line immigrant in my family. And then my dad's side of the family came to Canada from Switzerland and then moved down here. And, you know, like being able to grow up that way. And, you know, like my roommate in college was black. The first 2 years we lived in the same room together. You know what I mean? Like bunk bedded sometimes so that we could have parties. You know, our beds were on either side. We'd bunk bed him just to like, and I just saw him the other day. He's actually going to judge our Minecraft building competition, I think, next week. He's a grad student in chemistry now over at UCSF, and I'm very proud of him. And we keep to get in touch on Snapchat. I think living and growing up in the Bay Area, you have a huge chance to not be a racist, but also to just like experience these things. And so it's hard to demonize a lot of like, because, you know, we have our own views on the South. Like, you know, I'm from the South and I fuck my cousin and I hate black people and I'm ignorant as fuck, or like something like that. But it's not always the case. A lot of them just grow up in a town where everyone looks like them. They don't have any gay friends. They don't have any friends who are in any kind of ethnic minority. And, you know, they just have a lot of not exposure. Whereas in the Bay Area, I think you have the chance to be exposed to a lot of different lifestyles, a lot of different people from different races and ethnic backgrounds, a lot of different religions, right? Like Buddhism and stuff like that. There's like literal temples here in the Bay Area. There's even a big Mormon church in the East Bay. There's all sorts of chances, I think, to be exposed. But you have to reach out and grab it. There's plenty of people who just have the blinders on in the Bay and they're still racist, and they could be from anywhere in America the way they behave. And it's a shame because in the Bay you have a huge chance to not be that way.
I actually have something to say about like people in the South. So my husband was born here where we live right now, Kentucky. Not gonna disclose where in Kentucky, but
yeah, from Kentucky. That's good enough.
But as he likes to say, and you know, people will call him racist because he does on occasion use the N-word. But he always tells me, he always says this: there's a difference between black people and there's a difference between insert N-word here.
That's a yikes.
That's what he says.
Okay,
yeah.
that's like that's directly lifted from like a Chris Rock joke. And okay, anyway, continue. Yikes.
But people will call him racist, and his mother, you know, did not raise him to be racist. However, but he will the way he was raised was much different than I was. Born in Arizona, raised in Colorado for most of the part since I moved there when I was 12. I can't even think about saying the N-word without feeling very uncomfortable, without like almost wanting to cry when people are just like, yeah, you can say it, I know you can, and I'm just like, no,
I don't
makes
want
me
to.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The cultures are very fucking different. There's people in the South can say it all the time and feel no repercussions, feel no sympathy for possibly offending somebody else, but it's just a matter of like culture differences. They're used to saying it. People on the west side of the United States, I will say it, the west side of the United States, mountain time, west coast, they're taught to not say it. Whereas East Coast, even areas in the central, their cultures, they've been raised hearing that word used like crazy.
Try to find the one where Dr. K talks about it. He's like, if somebody's being terrible to you or an asshole or whatever, you say, hey, lay off, man. And then if they don't lay off, you just say something like, hey, I hope it gets better for you. He's like, I guarantee you, if he has that same experience 20 times over, he might stop being an asshole, because like that comes from somewhere else. It's not all of it is ingrained and taught, but a lot of it, especially in ignorant places, is ingrained and taught. Especially like you said, if you live somewhere where that kind of stuff is not seen as bad, and like the less negative consequences you see to a behavior, the less you're going to want to change the behavior. Like if I just walk down the street and I jaywalk and everybody's okay with jaywalking, and like the cop never stops me, I'm gonna think jaywalking is okay, and I'm not even gonna think about it as jaywalking as an illegal process. I'm just gonna think about it, there's no cars around, I need to cross the street, I'm gonna cross the street. And so it's a bit of a stretch to kind of extrapolate that and apply it to racist behavior, but it's like that in some places in America. You know, you go there and it's just part of the way they behave, because nobody sits there and says, hey, that's not okay, and this, that, the other. And furthermore, to be fair, right, it is their legal right to be that way. In America, you're allowed to say these terrible things as long as you're not inciting violence towards these people. And part of my take on, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, because I don't think it's unfortunate that I have this take, but my point is, it's unfortunate that this happens and people don't realize it. Using those words can be seen and extrapolated in a way, I think, fairly to incite violence against these groups, whether it's the gay F word, the N word, a lot of different racial slurs for a lot of different people. Here in the Bay Area, we hear and see it for Asian people a lot, because there's a big, healthy Asian American population here. And, you know, it can get striated, really granular, like racist terms for very specific groups like Hmong people and people from Vietnam. And I even encountered a bunch of racism towards, Pacific Islanders. And I didn't think it got that specific, like Samoans and people like that. And it was just like, what the fuck? I had no idea there's these little slur words for, you know what I mean, for like the Hmong people or like the Samoans and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn, dude. Being called a not gonna say it is a lot more hurtful, and for people to say it, really putting effort to hurt. Honestly, I'll put it, I don't even want to type it, because then some little person who like has been permabanned for my stream could just screen cap it. But I will Google it just to show somebody this. I had to Google it to prove it to somebody, so it might come up as my... This is a very racist person name for a African American, and somebody had this name in PUBG, or not PUBG, in Modern Warfare just last week. Moon, and then, you know, a insect that makes noise at night. And if you're not well educated or versed on the subject, you might not recognize that to be a racist term. You might just play with that guy in Call of Duty and just think it's an interesting name. But no, that guy knows what he's doing. Let's move on, thanks? Yeah, let's move on.
Oh.
Yeah. Just want to see views. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah. But anyway, these people try and get away with it all the fucking time. And I really don't stand for it. I've had to unadd people from my Modern Warfare friends list so much, because I've been playing and doing a lot of Modern Warfare multiplayer. We're trying to make a YouTube series out of like the toxic lobbies. But it just, people can't seem to stick to just talking shit about each other's abilities. Or like in the game, like you're trash, you know what I mean? It always has to go some way, and it's just terrible, bro. It's just terrible. But yeah, let's move on. Let's get back to the charity stuff. This started out with a tweet about, no, it started out with a clip where he's like, do you guys not understand that a lot of streamers get paid to do charity streams? Oh, good. Don't want to make topics. I'm just worried that for some splashback for you guys. Yeah. I don't want to be like on screen next to like these kind of terms and stuff like that. I feel you, but I'm willing to get into it just because people know my heart and people know how I feel about this stuff. And I've stood up against this kind of behavior both on and off stream in very recordable and demonstrable ways. I think it matters the most when nobody's watching, nobody's recording. But of course, I can't show you that because it wasn't watched or recorded. But you know, I'm like that on or off stream. And even a lot of these recordings, I mean, I can't really show them because I can show parts of them, but like there's things where it's like I'm playing with this guy for a large amount of the night. He doesn't like this one guy. He says this one foul word. I'm just like, damn, dude, I didn't know it was like that. And then I just have to unadd them and then I have to move on. So yeah, love you guys. Love you too, Network. It's good to see you around, man. I'm always happy when I see you in my chats, wherever it is, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. And it's just like, damn, bro, it sucks because like, it's like, damn, dude, you were kind of like a chill dude. And like, we were playing together, we were vibing, we were playing games well together. But like at the end of the day, I can't let that cloud my moral decision-making process, which to me means, dude, I don't care how good you are at video games. If you are doing that kind of shit, I don't want to be around you. And I've unadded people time and time again. But luckily the friends list grows and you know, it just takes some pruning around the edges. And maybe that, you know, not maybe, but that is for the best, for sure. Because then we get this nice hedge. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, XQC was talking about charity streams. He said they get paid to do it. Honestly, I hadn't heard of it as well. Or, I mean, I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I've never seen a sponsored charity stream where somebody gets paid to do it. Maybe I just didn't know, but at this point, it feels like I have witnessed a sponsored charity stream. But it does... It's an interesting thing. There's a lot of layers. You can go first, and then we'll get to the next layer.
I've actually been emailed by some sponsorship sites to do charity streams. So not a lot of money, but I've been, you know, asked to do this, and I ignore them because that's not what I want to do for charity streams. Yeah. And it's a very real thing. Yeah. However, I don't think that streamers who do get paid to do charity streams are required to I
think they
share
might be.
that.
I don't know.
Not if they are getting paid to do that, then it's going to be posted somewhere.
Yeah, just like Ninja did.
It's going to be, yeah. It's just a matter of people thinking that streamers are less for doing this is kind of skewed. They shouldn't be, because they're still taking time out of their day to raise money, whether they're getting paid for or not. They could easily be just having people donate to their streams and everything and not be doing any charity either. They are now required to, is what they posted on that Twitter post.
Yeah, the FTC has a lot about it. But yeah, so he says, I mean, what the problem here is when it devolves into the name calling and the potential sexism, and then APL Fisher and Ninja and Jessica get involved, it's gone too far. And I can show you right where it should have finished, right? He admits it as well. And XQC, for all his blah, 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 like acting like an idiot on stream and is generally seen as like a bit of an entertainment-based clown, like a lot of slapstick, laugh at the streamer, not with the streamer stuff. Unfortunately, people say, damn, kind of doesn't make Lupo seem as wholesome from the XQC clip. And to be fair to XQC, he never said word one about Lupo. It's these people on Reddit who get in the middle of it and decide that this is about Lupo. And I'm not mad at, here's the assumption. I'm not mad if Lupo's getting paid. Then somebody else is like, it doesn't mean as much because he got 25K for it probably, and then just donates the 25K. And then it's even worse because it's like, yo, you think he's donating his own money, but really it's just the money he's already earning. And it's like, that's not true. He's never been paid to do the thing. Just like I've never been paid to stream for Extra Life. And to be fair, and what I wanted to talk about a little bit, is that I've sometimes gotten items. Like I did a charity stream at Razer, right? They offered us t-shirts. They didn't have my size. It's a big 2X boy. And in Japan, where Razer's originally from, they don't have a lot of big boys around there. So a lot of their shirts, even that ship to America, aren't the right size. So he's like, shit, dude, I don't have a shirt for you. You want just a headset? And I said, yeah, I want a headset. I'll take a headset. And it's in my emote. It's in my Owning Hey emote, which is a sub emote in my chat. Can I get to my chat, please? Owning Hey. Okay, I'm hosting somebody. Relax. But this one right here, you can kind of see it. There's these little light blue Kraken 1.0s from Razer, right? So in a way, right, getting those is kind of getting paid. It's not the same though. You're getting something that has a demonstrable financial cost. For example, they market for whatever they market for. Back in the day, probably 60, 70 bucks. But I wasn't told that I was going to get those beforehand. Just like this last year, right? Astro and Logitech low-key sponsored it. What they did is they showed up with not only their Astro A40s, but with the tournament ready mod kit as an option, which made the ear cups like leather and the top part here leather. And like there's a noise deafening microphone that I don't put on except for tournaments. And like I wear this for tournaments now. I like the wireless because I can jump out of the window like I do on my stream, and I can walk to get food and still hear the conversation when I'm there. And Logitech came through, right, with the G Pro keyboard, which actually you can't get anymore. Probably COVID issues. I was trying to help somebody else get one. And it's got like the quiet red switches, which I like because I used to use a gigantic Razer keyboard with quiet switches too, yellow switches, right? I bought this on my own, so it was probably smarter than to give me the headset because when I was thinking about buying a keyboard, because the Razer charity stream was in 2016 and I got a computer in 2017. And so this is gigantic. It's huge compared to the other one, right? Takes up less space, a little bit more of a pro gamer move, right? In terms of having more space on your desk for the mouse and mouse pad is what really matters in the FPS aiming world, as opposed to, you know, games like WoW where the keyboard selection needs to be pretty massive. So in a way, I have received stuff for charity, but none of them was like ahead of time understood to be the case. Nobody was like, hey, you come to this charity thing, you're going to get XYZ. Some things just happen afterwards or during. So even at the lower level, which is where I'd say I am, right? We've raised a little bit over $45,000 for charity alone on our stream, and our charity team has raised like over $250,000 as a group. So, I mean, it's great the work that we get to do, but a lot of it and most of it is unsponsored. And usually it's like he said. So Dr. Lupo says, hey, I've never been paid. XUC clip on livestream fail, stating the majority of streamers, he doesn't say majority of streamers, so he's taken out of context, get paid to do charity streams. I've never been paid to raise money for St. Jude. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. So to be fair to Lupo, he's not even trying to stir the pot. He's trying to be like, listen, this may be the case for some people, but I want you guys out there to know, because I see you in the comments saying it, and XUC's not saying it, you're saying it. I've never been paid to do the St. Jude charities, which he does a huge thing for. You know, that's truthful or it's not. I believe it to be true, right? And then XUC comes in with a reasonable response. And this is what I was trying to say. He acts, you know, kind of dumb or at least outrageous on stream, and people think he doesn't have well thought out things, right? But he wrote this. He said the topic went out of control and some of it was severely out of context, but I think most people understood that top of the line charities with a good charity navigator score don't operate this way as far as I know. Now, Charity Navigator is a great tool. Helps you research charities before you fundraise for them. So it's your guide to intelligent giving. Right? So if you want to do a charity fundraising for someone who defends civil rights, you can go there. There's a lot of different categories or topics. And they rate these nonprofits and let you know if they're worth supporting. And basically this helps answer that question that a lot of people ask when you do a charity stream is how much of this is going to the charity and how much is going to the cause, you know? Does this charity pocket a significant percentage beyond just the operating costs of running the charity? So, you know, it's a concern. It's an issue. It's for sure an issue. And at this point, it feels a little bit fixed, right? Because then Dr. Lupo says, hey, listen, it seems like I took it a little bit out of context. Gotcha. All I saw was the clip, so that's on me for not watching what was before after. So there you go. He knows, he's familiar with being clipped out of context. Boom, bang. Yeah. I don't know, you know? It is what it is, as they say. So at this point, it should have been changed. And I saw you grimace when he called her sweetie. To be fair, though, she calls him QVC. So he just sees it as calling her out of her name because she called him out of her name. People call him PVC, QVC, TYG, just all these other acronyms to make fun of him. And so for her to go right there when he replies to her is a bit like of a low blow right away. And so then he does the sweetie thing too. But, you know, it's just bad on both sides. I see it as punching evenly back and forth, which means that at the end of it, there's assholes on both sides, and there's just nobody's got the moral high ground after this whole exchange.
My opinion is that Jessica should have never replied to that tweet, never should have typed anything.
It's multiple hours after it got resolved. Yeah, she didn't read the whole thing before she jumped in.
Ninja, okay, he's defending his wife.
That's
Fine,
gonna happen.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Alinity coming in
Bruh.
and just straight up
Bruh.
attacking Ninja, then not expecting any backlash.
Dog.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
And
I do agree that people need to stop harassing Alinity.
Dude,
about
this
what
was the
she's done.
beginning of that Alinity sympathy wave that's been going on lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
absolutely, it was.
understand. It's aggravating,
Yeah.
but she put herself in the spotlight to get attacked. I will say that.
Yeah.
Because she should not have put anything on that tweet. It was done. Whatever.
I feel like she's sometimes jumping very eagerly into these discourses as a way of just being known for other things. Like, please just stop talking about the cat vodka throwing, dog humping me, and let me just be involved in something normal for a streamer to be involved in. Like this imaginary Twitch versus Mixer jam that's going on between XQC and Ninja. She's trying to like the divide was fixed between XQC and Lupo. And then Jessica gets in, and then he gets in, and then Ninja gets in, and then Ninja's brothers get in. So now it feels like XQC versus Ninja, right? But then she throws in, right, the wife who was already there. But then she throws in Adept, who's his roommate, right? Everyone suspects his girlfriend. They'll never admit it because it's good for the money on both ends to be seen as single. So, you know, I suspect that they're dating. Most people think so too. But one, not our business. Two, like, you're kind of... As far as somebody who doesn't like being memed on for a stream meme she's well known for, right? The cat stuff. She's memeing on them for the roommate thing. Low key by grouping them in this way, especially because Adept had nothing to do with this. So Ninja comes in with, don't you have another cat to abuse? And then she goes, I'm trying to click ahead enough that you have no class, so it's only a playful joke. And then Ninja gets to come back with something that I feel is very valid, right? So someone takes something seriously and then roasts you, and then you go, whoa, was it just a joke? And then you get to say, and I think this is fair, whoa, I don't get to be joking? Did you just gatekeep me out of being joking? Like, you say something that can be taken both ways. I don't take it as a joke, then you claim it as a joke, then I get to claim mine as a joke. I get to run it back too. You can't just be the only one who gets to just go and be like, oh, it's a joke. Well, then fine. Oh, it's a joke for me too. And then we're good, right? No, now you're the sensitive one. So it can really backfire on you, and I think it's fair to do that because that happens with me all the time. People roast the hair or any kind of other joke about me, right? And then I roast them, and then it's like, whoa, I was just joking, bro. And it's just like, damn, how can you see me? Don't try and pigeonhole me as the sensitive person when you make a joke that could be seen as hurtful to me, right? You don't know how I really feel about it. Maybe I'm just like rolling with it because I don't want to be the oversensitive Andy. And then I hit you with something and you get sensitive, you know? It's a little ironic when you see these things happen.
I don't know what she was trying to accomplish here, but from her starting this, you're right. It did create the Alinity sympathy wave because, well, Slasher, after, you know, the toxic person in gaming response.
Yeah. Oh, did he say something after?
Ninja is the most toxic person.
Oh, Slasher was the one who did the Adept meme. Oh, I forgot about that. But okay, so it's even worse in a way because she jumps in, oh, there's an easy bet. Team Ninja loses easy. So she's trying to be like, you know, I'm Alinity Twitch, you're XQC Twitch. We're together in this against the Blevinses. And it's like, that's not how it needs to go. I don't know. You are 100% frozen on my screen, I'm pretty sure. She's so frozen, bro. Oh no. Nemi, hello? Let me DM her and see if she's there. Yo, hello. Oh no. Irma, let me know when you know how long. Should we just leave it like this? Should we just have her frozen on my stream? Yeah, I agree, Nemi. Great take. Very good. Very go. Very good. Very go. What? Any hoodles. I've got the live stream chat up. I might just hang up on her because it's unfair to have her up like this. And just have my one. Yes. Nemi friend. Oh man. I will for a little bit. She looks cute. She does look cute here. It's not like we're freezing her in an ugly face or something weird. So we can kind of finish this one up and start up the next video. We'll do the next video only if she comes back. If she doesn't, then I think we keep it together. there's like the rest of this. That's before we end there. Oh, this is the end of this one, isn't it? No. There's another one right at the end. So we can continue to talk about where we were. Yeah, Alinity not needed to jump in. Slasher also not needed to jump in. But everybody wants their piece of the Cloudsters. Oh, it pulls me out when I haven't been on for long enough. Oh no, I'm so sad.
We're back.
Oh, we're back, Poggers. Okay, you were frozen for a little bit. That was pretty funny. Okay, we're good. Fantastic.
What was the last thing I said?
We were talking about how it just basically like Slasher didn't need to jump in, neither did Alinity. She tried to like side with XQC and make it like an XQC and her versus, and Slasher and Adept and stuff versus Ninja. And she's like, don't you have a cat to abuse? And then she gets to be like, Ninja's the most toxic person in gaming. And then the family all jumps in, don't call her sweetie. And it's like, he never says, well, don't call me QVC. And it's like, that's kind of like the unspoken thing here that kind of makes it equal punches. But of course, the sweetie thing has a bunch of loaded sexism in it as well. So it's whatever. But like, she trashes on him a lot in most of her tweets. So I don't know.
And actually, after like all this, well, during this, Slasher put out a tweet about Alinity abusing her cats.
Yeah.
And then came back and apologized for that, and put on a full-blown apology to Alinity, just like Ninja did.
Yeah, she drops false information too because, right, even APL Fisher, who's not a nobody streamer, he does make his living off of it too. He gets offers for paid charity streams, and even you do as well. And we're not as big as APL Fisher is. So, you know, it's a whole thing. Be aware that, you know, charity streams that are paid for should be hashtag added, and even Ninja's done it before, you know? And this goes into the thing like we talked about, being accommodated or given free items for something. They flew us to Germany and put us up in a hotel, not only for a non-charity tournament that they won, but also that. Not sure covering accommodations counts as paying to promote? Well, saying not sure, question mark. The implication here is that she's saying it doesn't. But the objective reading, the dictionary definition of her sentence could be her asking for clarification. So I don't know if it is. But it should count because a flight to Germany for his team, right? I think this was Luminosity back when they won the very first PUBG tournament, right? And then must have done a charity event the same weekend. His whole team, right, which is 4 guys, right? And then the hotel, that shit's not cheap. You know what I mean? You could be looking easily at the beginning of that at just $10,000 worth of expenditure. That's money you would have had to pay, or your org would have had to pay to get out to that tournament regardless if they weren't helping out. So you're getting helped out in that way. So I do think that that counts as paying to promote, because otherwise he wouldn't have had to put the hashtag ad on the tweet. Yeah. I mean, but I do just need to highlight that a lot of, especially amateur charity streams, don't have the backing that you think they do from this whole altercation. For example, even at the Razer stream, which was at the big mall in downtown San Francisco at the Razer store there, they kept it open 24 hours. Like the entire mall was closed except for that store. We had a hotel, so we couldn't go to the bathroom. We rented a hotel room down the street that we could go to use the bathroom. And the people from out of state that came up, or from out of town came up to sleep in. So, you know, we took care of that. That's not something that is paid for by Razer or by Extra Life, right? The Children's Miracle Network, hospitals, or anything that helps that, you know? And like, I don't know, for a while there, we were flown out and accommodated to Extra Life United, to the charity tournament that I go to. And that's part of, because, you know, in a way, they don't say it's because I'm worth it. They want to have more. There's plenty of people that come now with that don't win 26,000 or 5,000 or 6,000 or 3,000, or I guess I probably won 1,200 or 1,400 this year at the online one, for their charity, right? At the tournament. So it's not like a money for money thing. And I don't know. I just think few people need to know that. And I probably should have popped off on Twitter when this happened, just because because this is directly related to something that I'm passionate about, which is charity streaming. I don't know. Pretty shameful, dude. Yeah, she's like virtue signaling her own thing. Ninja is the most toxic person on Twitch. And I don't know. Ninja's been held to an unrealistic standard because he was the family-friendly Fortnite guy. Before that, he was really toxic in H1Z1, right? What'd you say to me, you little shit? Like, that clip goes over all the time. And then in Halo, he was that way too, right? Halo is just like Call of Duty. You just jump out of the chair and talk hella shit to the person across the room from you. So not everybody remembers where the man came from. Not like he came from like the Teletubbies or Blue's Clues gaming or something like that. You know what I mean? This man came out of heavily competitive shit-talking environments. God, I don't even... It's so fucked because I don't support... You know what I mean? Like any kind of jokes about cancer or AIDS, anything, but like, dude, the T-Hump, right? Versus Ninja H1Z1. It's hilarious in like an old school sense of humor way, but it's also kind of fucked too. Here, watch.
How do
Like,
you already have all those shots?
So in this clip, I'm going to put it in the watch together. Ninja is at the top of the leaderboards, the way Diego Soares got on top of the leaderboards in Warzone and Apex Legends, right? Ninja was on top of H1, which was one of the first big battle royales to pop off on Twitch. And T-Hump, who's a very well-known toxic streamer, kills him, and he's a pro for Rogue. So just because you're not on top of leaderboards doesn't mean you can't kill someone on top of leaderboards. And he has alt accounts like Rogue Pipe Cleaner Arms, which is funny to me, because people used to make fun of his arm strength or whatever. So I don't know what's going on there. But like, you know, Ninja is not the... Ninja gets pretty gross here too, as well as T-Hump. You know what I mean? So here, and this was when he was on Luminosity, like I talked about. So listen to this clip.
How do you already have all those shotgun shots loaded and a helmet, dude?
Later, bitch. Sit the fuck down, you fucking pussy.
Yo, good game, dude.
You're fucking trash, kid. Fuck you. You think just because you're number one on the leaderboards means you're better than me, kid? Sit the fuck down.
Yo, T-Hump, dude, your sister has AIDS because she fucked you while you were fucking her, giving her a reach.
Asshole clean, there. Woo!
T-Hump, dude.
Dude, T-Hump is fucking such an idiot.
So, I mean, Tyler makes the off-color joke here. Ninja does, Mr. Blevins. And then T-Hump goes, he takes it, because he's probably off stream, he takes it as far as he needs to go because he knows that Ninja's going to get out of there right after he says it. He goes, yeah, and then I licked her asshole clean, boy, woo! And fucking Ninja, you can see his face here. I'm not going to press the, like, volume. Oh, wait. Yeah, please pause so I can just click around. Like, look at this face. He, like, leans out of the camera and realizes he needs to get the fuck out of there. Because, like, it's gone. He thought he was going far enough to talk about giving his own sister a reach around right here. He tries to take the joke all the way. And then he's like, abort. Get me the fuck. H1 was a special time. All right? It was a special time. And to be fair, T-Hump low-key has, like... He's almost got the fucking, I don't know, man. He's got like the copyright. Him and Delor and who else? Linden FPS. They're the toxic ones typically. I mean, like look at this with Symphony, who's now NRG Fortnite, like heavily signed and popular. You know, like top 100 streamers for sure. And here's him killing him and then dying. But like the shit talk is extreme. And this he's on Rogue, a pro org.
You're fucking trash. You're fucking awful. Later, bitch. You're fucking garbage. You awful fucking.
Later, bitch! Later, bitch! Later, bitch! Sit the fuck down, pussy! You're fucking trash! I will literally fuck you over and over and over and over! You're fucking awful, you big nose looking motherfucker! Suck my fucking dick, pussy! You're fucking trash! 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 You got like 40th in line, you frail motherfucker! You're 5'5", you fucking female! Fuck you! Fuck you, you virgin! Trash!
So yeah. Oh, there was a phase where I watched this shit before I went to bed because it was hilarious. But like, it gets toxic, dude. It definitely didn't help me go to bed though, because it's like kind of an amp up kind of situation. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love that laugh, dude. Yeah, Nemi's laugh is pretty next level. We need to watch funnier shit so that we can take advantage of it for the laughs and the views and stuff. But yeah. And that's Symphony, dude. That's Symphony, dude. And he's calling him trash. Symphony, the TK must mean he played for Team Caliber, which is like a relatively, like definitely a large Call of Duty franchise, but also in H1 and in other places as well. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see where these people start. Casper get dubs in Apex K-Thens. There you go. Sounds like Casper H1 days. Dude, I mean, everybody, right? Blitz came from H1. There's a lot of people in H1.
I will say that I've never been like that in a video game.
Yeah? Oh, no. I get that way, but, like, I I don't call people beak-nosed motherfuckers like that. He was making fun of his nose right there. It's kind of fucked.
I have slammed down my laptop screen. I have
Oh, no.
broken a keyboard, but I've never acted like that towards another person.
I think I broke this little receiver on my last SteelSeries one because the audio was fucking while I was trying to like hear shit, and I just couldn't. I was like, but you know, that's what that 2-year replacement policy was for. Thank you. Shouts out to the Geek Squad. No, it got damaged during the course of regular gaming. Okay, because there's this little button on the side.
I'm sure they know you.
Yeah, and what the fuck is this button for? What does it do? Does it change channels? Does it get me off the 2.4 gigahertz?
I'm honestly fucking wondering, what is it for?
What is that button for? Exactly. It's probably in the manual.
Honestly, problem.
Got the fucking manual. All right, with their little fucking XD smiley face with the heart on it, dude. Let's see, bro. We're finding out today.
I
we got
just
the next
got my
video ready.
Steel series, and I'm actually liking them a lot.
Yeah, is this the Arctis 7 as well, like I have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. We're thrilled that you're enjoying the product. Literally like a postcard. Thanks for buying. But then we got the fucking real flip bookie. Okay, where's just like a little diagram of the shit? All I need to know, buddy. Okay. 03. Wireless transmitter. Yeah, how about you break down the transmitter for us, buddy? What is the button for?
Maybe it turns it off.
Whoa. Hang on. There's a button. Press and hold the transmitter pairing button for 5 seconds until the LED begins blinking rapidly. It's just for repairing the headset. That's all it is.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Why do they need a big button for that on the side?
Repairing. You got to do it on the headset and the button. You're just like DJ and you're like, okay. Yeah. Okay. We're done with that, but that was fun. Yeah. All right. Well, now we know. And now I really want this back in its little plastic doohickey and it won't fit back in. And then it becomes like everything in this room where I have the box and the product and they don't fit back into each other. So then it's like, what am I doing with the box? I swear, I could box up this entire fucking room and move houses or something if I needed to. But at the same time, while I'm in here, it looks like a fucking disaster. People don't really see all the fucking boxes I have over here. I have a Logitech box. I have my original PlayStation 4 box that it came in. I have the box that case that sits in behind me is in. Like, when am I going to need that? I can't see it because of the chair right now. But eventually I'm going to put a computer in it, right? We always talk about that. So, such is life. Thank God. Let's get back to the next one because I'm super down to just get the fuck out of there. Oh, wait, there was a last little story there at the end. Because this charity stuff is just stupid. Oh, wait, oh no. We are still on H1 days. But.
We're at like 9:21.
Okay, thank you. No, the Slicker thing was real. Because he talked to Mizkif like, yo, I got an offer for a charity stream, but it seemed a little weird. Like $5,000 to do a charity stream. And so he thought it was kind of scummy. Okay, so then we're past all.
That makes no sense.
Look, he's signed. He's got the
And
Team
the last
Liquid.
one for today is a very irregular ban shared through Twitter, which the user Mark shared. They received a ban for posting large amounts of repetitive or unwanted messages. So it looks like chat spam can actually get you banned on Twitch. The ban length was set to indefinite, but has since been removed. And that's actually where I'm going to end today's video. A few bits have happened today, but as I said at the start, I don't want to put any to it long as in.
Oh, 3.2K for a 3.5 goal. Oh, that was what he's being offered. Yeah. $3,200 for a 3 and to only raise $300. That seems a little wild. I think that what they do there though is they imagine his community is big enough that it goes well over 3.5. But that's still like a weird gamble, and that should negatively affect their charity navigator score, right? Which is something that we've talked about and the XQC is aware of in terms of like helping choose a charity that's legit. I don't know. Be very careful about what I say this on my stream on Twitch a decent amount. Be careful who and what you hitch your wagon to. You know what I mean? Because the goal for most people, or even the dream, and maybe you give up on that dream or goal and you just kind of let people know it's a hobby and you do it for fun, which is how everybody starts, and not everybody moves past that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that a lot of people need to see it that way for sure. But the goal or the dream, right, is to be big, Lyric, XQC, Tim the Tatman, right? And at that point, your brand is self-sustaining. You make money just by being who you are. You don't need these big orgs, right? Ninja, as soon as he got time to renew his contract with Luminosity, right, because it came up in the middle of his Fortnite rise to fame. He's just like, fuck it, dude. No, I'm just going to be Ninja. I'm going to take that little spot, that little carousel of rotating merch images of Luminosity, and it's just going to be a Ninja thing. It's going to be all my Ninja merch and stuff like that. And it worked. You know what I mean? So if you get attached to these things that are sketchy, whether you do a charity stream for something sketchy or anything else, that shit is permanently on your record, if you will. You know, and it's not like a criminal record, but something that got told to me by Papa Toast one time has stuck with me is the court of public opinion is always in session. So you can always get fucking seen a certain way for a certain kind of behavior, you know? So, you know, be fucking careful out there, folks. Affiliate influence is a crab feast. That is certainly one way to look at it, and I'm having a hard time disagreeing. Wait, affiliate influence? Are you talking about like Twitch? Or the influence of affiliation with other people? What do you mean by that? I'm getting lost here. I'm thinking about putting the goddamn white clickers on my mouse. I can't lie, because these hair traders are not the best. Not that they're not the best, just that like I bent these when I don't know. Personal. Yeah. Sorry. Let's get to the next one. Y'all eat.
Welcome back to Streamers Reloaded. My name is Tom and let's get right into the news. And so let's begin today with the question on everyone's mind. What the heck is going on with Dr. Disrespect? Over the past 3 weeks, many Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube influencers claim they know what happened to Doc. And a few streamers with two good examples being Tim the Tatman and Nick Mercs have similarly claimed and accidentally claimed they know what is going on. So as far as the actual reason for the ban, Nick Mercs was responding to a user in chat and said he knows why Doc was banned, but will tell us in 2 months.
Yeah, let's hit some games in, bro.
Tell us what happened to Doc, or we will cancel you. I'll tell you in 2 months.
Dang, you really think it's gonna take that long?
That's what I know.
Alright. Bro, on a stack though, I've been twisted.
The second from Tim, and his is much more of a slip-up. A lot of Doc viewers have been watching Tim, and Tim did a slight slip-up where he said, and I quote, "There's a lot of Doc refugees here, for now," leading into the idea that Tim knows where Doc is going next. This clip got over 400,000 views, so a lot of people thought it was a big deal. Here is that.
There's a lot of Doc refugees here, I'm sure, for now, so, you know, appreciate you hanging out, chat. You guys are welcome here. For now. Oh god, dude. Here we go. Dude, that one, dude, don't even clip it. It wasn't a breadcrumb. I don't know anything, dude. Oh my god, please. No, I'm serious, dude. Like, it wasn't a breadcrumb. It wasn't a breadcrumb. It wasn't. I don't know anything. I don't. Oh my god, I'm getting like colored. Stop!
After these two clips both respectively getting a lot of views, Slasher came out on Twitter once again to debunk them, saying, "Just to be absolutely clear, Tim the Tatman nor Nick Mercs has spoken to Dr. Disrespect since the ban, and to my knowledge, no other streamer has either. You are all misinterpreting clips. Likewise, Doc has not responded to half a dozen personal requests of my own to speak since the ban." So after this, once again, there have been a lot of theories on what happened to Doc over the past 3 weeks. I've previously covered one, and similar to that, every other theory is connecting dots that simply aren't there. So as far as the reason for Doc's ban, we don't currently know, and we're most likely not going to know for a very long time. But what we do have is some updates surrounding Doc himself. Doc this week on Thursday did an interview with PC Gamer, so we do have a lot of questions and answers. So going through this a bit, the first question asked Doc about what he's been doing behind the scenes, which Doc responded with, "While it's unfortunate that I'm off Twitch, we're definitely working behind the scenes on what a Doctor return might look like. In terms of the specifics around that, we're not interested in exclusive at this point. We're exploring our options and honestly, just can't wait to get back into character soon." So as far as where Doc will go next, one clue given is that Doc has removed the Twitch link from his Twitter profile and replaced it with a YouTube link. Next, a question regarding theories and why Doc has not updated us, which Doc responded with, "I've seen all the theories, I've seen all possible conspiracies, and it's just like, I'm not interested in engaging in that type of stuff." And the next question, "And Twitch has just cut off contact with you? They never provided you a reason for the ban? Which Doc responded with, yeah, which is followed by, that seems crazy to me, to ban one of the most famous popular streamers and then not even tell them what they did wrong. Which Doc responded with, yeah, that's kind of the mind-blowing thing about all of this. Obviously, for legal counsel, I have to be careful here, but what I can say, however, is that I will not be returning to Twitch, so, I mean, that's it. So Doc here leads into the idea that there may be legal action taken, which is followed up by, so you're able to confirm that legal action is taking place. You are taking legal action against Twitch, which Doc said, we are considering taking legal action. And the next big question, when do you think you might ever get a definitive answer as to the reason why you were banned? And Doc responds with, honestly, we just don't know. Now, the last point to take from this interview is that prior to this ban, did Doc receive any kind of warning for past controversies? Which the answer is no. The interview does continue, but that's all the information surrounding the ban. So to recap, Doc says he doesn't know why he was banned, he does not care for these conspiracy theories, he may or may not be taking legal action against Twitch, Doc is planning on a return, and prior to this ban, there was no warnings. Which is where we follow on with an update from Doc himself, and he's tweeted out a 1-minute video which looks like a hype builder, which definitely worked. Only 50 minutes after releasing his 3 weeks many Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube influence.
Okay. All right, do you have the watch together back up?
Yeah, it
Okay.
didn't freeze for me.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Maybe freezes. Okay, for a second though. Well, like crab, so that's wrong. With other people or a company to sell products. Know what you're getting to. Great learning experience, but very little else. Yeah. Doc now, YouTube streamer. Does he stream on YouTube yet, or has he just got the YouTube? No COVID consideration for making low sales. Seriously, I feel like I'm being harassed once a month. Have you got disabled clips? What do you mean? Clipping on YouTube, not a thing yet. Yeah, Nemu did freeze. Too much swag. What's up, Rage? How you doing? On Twitch. Yeah, clipping is on Twitch. My cats were doing bad things to the... Okay, that's you. I was thinking about not disabling clips on my Twitch channel, but there's like a bot that can show when people clip and what they titled the clip and post the clip in chat. And then you're like, oh.
Yes, there is one.
Roleplay streamers do it all the time to kind of prevent people from doing meta stuff behind their back. Bro. We'll check. We should be doing that. I think the Doc is juicing it a little. He is. He's playing the victim big time. Don't know. Anyway.
I think he knows why he was banned. He's just not legally allowed.
Honestly, I have suspicion as well. And I don't think there's any... I don't know. It's conjecture, so I don't know if drawing conjecture gets you in trouble. But there was that Reddit post where somebody claimed to be a Twitch HQ staff member, or yeah, and that basically the girl that he cheated on his wife with at TwitchCon was getting a good deal from Twitch for being quiet about it because he just was allowed to provide his story about being unfaithful, go off stream for a month, come back, and be more popular than ever. Whereas if she had told her story, it might have made the story worse for him more than it already was. And so they had like an NDA for it, and then now she's trying to fight the NDA and wants a better deal. And so instead of like they see the cards falling and that she might eventually just continue to blackmail them forever, so now they have to not negotiate with Terrace, and then she's going to go public, so they're getting rid of him so that she can't go public against him and have it back off on Twitch because he's not on Twitch anymore. So it's not our problem, you know, if Doc's gone. So I don't know.
I kind of think that because considering the timing of when he got banned, that it is something to deal with the girl.
Yeah.
I 100% think so. And
because it's timed around the Me Too movement, right? So she's also being encouraged by this time to be like, you know what, fuck the NDA. I'm gonna tell my story that was silenced. You know, I was silenced by this NDA, but here's what really happened.
I've always had suspicions that things surrounding that relationship, that encounter, whatever it was, that it wasn't all, oh yeah, I just cheated on my wife, blah, blah, blah.
There's usually an emotional component. Yeah.
I feel like there might have been manipulation and other surrounding feelings and actions surrounding that because it's just, the timing of his ban is way too much of a coincidence for it to not be something surrounding that. And considering it was only like what, hours after what's his face? Say No to Rage and all them were banned?
Yeah. Was it really? It was that close to it?
I believe so.
That's cray. Watch out. Watch out for the
Let's
doc
see.
being on other I don't know. Anyway, someone said it's for good, and Slasher said it was handed down by Twitch Legal, not by the Trust and Safety, which is when you do whatever Soda Poppin' did. So it's big serious, you know? So it really does all point to what we're talking about. But this is just conjecture, right? We're not stating definitively that that's the reason. So I don't know. And then people just say, I know why Doc was banned, but I can't say anything. I just want to let you know all that I know and you don't. These
They're
are all
trying to
making
get
fun of
clout.
Slasher. No, they're making fun of, well, yeah, sure,
Oh.
that too. But they're making fun of Slasher because Slasher said, you know, eventually he discussed that he knows why the ban was, but he can't say because he could get in trouble, right? So I don't know. But this chick was writing it too, so they're making fun of her. From my own sources, Doc is indeed done, and not just on Twitch. I know why and cannot say, but this is serious. So they're making fun of her more directly.
Mm-hmm.
So
influencers claim they know what happened to Doc, and a few streamers with two good examples being Tim the Tatman and Nick Mercs have similarly claimed and accidentally claimed they know what is going on. So as far as the actual reason for the ban, Nick Mercs was responding to a user in chat and said he knows why Doc was banned, but will tell us in 2 months.
Oh, we were already there.
Yeah.
We already did that.
The clip got over 400,000 views, so a lot of people thought it was a big dat.
Okay, this is like the
There's a lot of
breadcrumb
doc
stuff.
thing. I don't. Oh my god, I'm getting like colored. Stop!
Respectively getting a lot of views, Slasher came out on Twitter once again to debunk them, saying, just to be absolutely clear, Tim the Tatman nor Nick Mercs has spoken to Dr. Disrespect since the ban, and to my knowledge, no other streamer has either. You are all misinterpreting clips. Likewise, Doc has not responded to half a dozen personal requests of my own to speak since the ban. So after this, once again, there have been a lot of theories on what happened to Doc over the past 3 weeks. I've previously covered one, and similar to that, every other theory is connecting dots that simply aren't there. So as far as the reason for Doc's ban, we don't currently know, and we're most likely not going to know for a very long time. But what we do have is some updates surrounding Doc himself. Doc this week on Thursday did an interview with PC Gamer, so we do
we
have a
already
lot
saw
of
this,
questions
but-
and has not updated us. Returning to Twitch, so I mean that's it. So Doc here leads into the idea that there may be legal action taken, which is followed up by, so you're able to confirm that legal action is taking place. You are taking legal action against Twitch, which Doc said, we are considering taking legal action. And the next big question, when do you think you might ever get a definitive answer as to the reason why you were banned? And Doc responds with, honestly, we just don't know. Now the last point to take from this interview is that prior to this ban, did Doc receive any kind of warning for past controversies? Which the answer is no. The interview does continue, but that's all the information surrounding the ban. So to recap, Doc says he doesn't know why he was banned, he does not care for these conspiracy theories, he may or may not be taking legal action against Twitch, Doc is planning on a return, and prior to this ban, there was no warnings. Which is where we follow on with an update from Doc himself, and he's tweeted out a 1-minute video which looks like a hype builder, which definitely worked. Only 50 minutes after releasing this video, it had 1.3 million views on Twitter. Now for the video itself, I can't play the music, but it appears to be Doc singing in the video, which the lyrics read, it's out of my head, which could also be hands, but I'm still in control. It's out of my head, you can never take away the power of my soul. So ultimately, take from that what you will, but it does bring up one pretty big question. Those who have previously claimed to know what went on with Doc also claimed that this is the end of Dr. Disrespect. No returning to any platform. So it does bring up the questions, like whether people claiming to know just over-exaggerating the truth, but
You didn't see that? He's not gonna play it. It looks like we can watch that if you want to go to his Twitter. I'll just.
I've seen it. Yeah. But
I'll play that for you, Venvir. You hadn't seen that? It's right here. 7.3 million now.
that's pretty cool.
It's out of my head, but I'm still in control.
and that's the only tweet in the last almost month, June 27, right? So yeah. I thought he was facing away towards the car, but it seems more like he's facing. It's out of my hands, but you can't take my power away. So he's just trying to extrapolate that like the Champions Club is bigger than Twitch. You know what I mean? Like they'll follow him anywhere. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It sounds nice, whatever it may be for, but I think in the next month or so we're going to find out.
Oh yeah, I think.
I'm
so.
hoping.
Yeah, so people can stop fucking talking about it. I'm getting a little. It's boring.
I've never really cared about Dr. Disrespect. When people were just like, "Oh, Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife," I'm like, "Who is he?" And that's when I found out who he was.
Oh, okay.
Before that, I had no idea who he was.
Oh, I just paid attention to, I guess, Twitch on a different way.
Well,
I mean, H1, PUBG, he's even Fortnite. He's always been a part of the conversation, if you would call it.
See,
in other in normie politics, you'd call it the national conversation, right? So whatever that is, he's been a part of it.
I started using Twitch as a way to watch the League pros because I was really into League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
So shooters and whatnot, I didn't really get into until the past year. So I had no idea who he was. I mean, I even played PUBG, but I still had no idea who he was.
Yeah, I mean, that is who he is. Sorry, I'm adjusting a cable here that I really don't want to running the way it's running.
All good.
League, no, they toxic. Listen, League is no more toxic than fucking Counter-Strike. So, you know, and that's something.
And
me and you both.
Valorant.
Yeah, Valorant.
And Siege.
Jesus, Siege, I feel like is almost on a whole nother level.
Siege is on a whole nother level. At least your team can't really TK you on League.
COD has to be the most toxic. You've been seeing it. We're working on it. It's in the works. Toxic lobbies. We're about to find the
Did
about
you
to plumb the deaths.
did you happen to see my tweet?
What do you mean
about
COD toxic isn't bad toxic? Bruh. I can't even play this one because we have to edit out the N-word on a few of them. But like, yeah, bro. It's terrible. Let's see.
Hold on.
It's funny toxic. It's the worst, dude. It's funny toxic, except there's terrible stuff in there that's like, here, let me go to Gen Chat so I can see where the timestamps are where it was bad.
I sent you a tweet I posted about Call of Duty.
Okay.
Because I started playing it recently.
28,
and,
155. Like, even where I tried to cut out the N-words, there were 3 that slipped in, apparently. And I still, like, because I wasn't listening close enough, apparently. This PC. Terabytes. Videos. Pro outputs. Base. Get me to the renders. Still happening? I put some keys in my chat. What? I care about raw edits. I want the pro outputs, renders.
It's that shitter Riot Shield player problem.
Ultimate shitter Riot Shield player. How do I do open with? Open with.
It's that shitter Riot Shield player probably throwing it for you.
Bro, isn't it crazy that you guys won, but you're the only ones that are upset?
We're not upset, dude. Dude, don't be. Oh, you're a loser.
Yeah, you fucking piece of celery. Piece of celery.
Nigga, your name is committed to
You call me a piece of celery, bro.
You damn right. That's what you need.
Switching sides.
He said he called me a piece of celery, bro.
Okay, then we gotta skip here.
This shit. They're gonna be right there for sure.
Can't believe you guys let.
You want the AK build?
Can't believe you guys let the piece of celery beat your ass like that, bro.
Whoa, I'm not the celery, bro. That was somebody else.
Bro, where the fuck?
But like,
On the way.
Since you guys are obviously winning, could we please just...
What? Dude, you're on offense, bro. Come die to me again.
Shut up, you have
Yeah, I do. You should come check me out. You could learn a thing or two about how to not suck and go 6v7.
I'll jizz down your throat.
Oh
Alright,
my
UAV.
god.
And I
dude.
got a Wheelson. Where do I hide to do a Wheelson on this map?
but then I got
No.
I can't do that part.
Sit the fuck down, bitches. Sit the fuck down. God, you guys are dog shit. You dog shit fucks. Yo, don't forget to like, comment. Do you take song requests?
And I had to cut that part because they were getting into the N word and the gay F word as well.
Can you do the ABCs? Like the now
Or is
I
this
know
just
my-
trash? I'm gonna turn this up for y'all. Yikes. Yeah, she and Nemi had to say. Like I was dudes like IDK how this bad word has higher kills than me in reference to me like bruh, need to cob, maybe should get more head. Oh, okay, let him know. Let him know.
But the word they had said to me was the N word, but I
Yikes.
wasn't gonna say N word
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You know where it's allowed on YouTube for? Just put a star where the eye is. I'm not gonna put it in though. I'm not gonna put it in. I'm not gonna put the audio in, Casper. I'm not PewDiePie. All right. I'm not here having a heated gamer moment on the bridge. You said YouTube getting all the streamers, PewDiePie, Ninja, Courage80, and Doc. There's only 2 of those 4 that belong on Twitch in the first place for them to be lost to YouTube. The other 2, good riddance. YouTube can take them, bro. You know what I mean? That's fine. Not on my platform. We're not going to be letting people say the gay F word even censored. You know, we had a discussion in my general chat about it just today about whether or not we should just mute it and put the come on, bruh. And that's even more tame than putting the fucking caption on it and starring it. We're not going to caption that shit. I don't know. The biggest Omega rule at the same time, pretty hyper, bruh. It's hugely hyper, bruh. Like, I don't know. The only reason I'm speaking on it with any kind of authority because the amount of hours I put in the past 2 weeks is probably a full-time job's worth of COD. I've probably played 80 hours of multiplayer, hardcore, search and destroy, and other game modes over the past, like, 2 weeks. I think the worst I've ever been in front of, we played around. Listen, what do you mean? I mean, yeah, you've ever been. Yeah, of course, you were super toxic. Then you fucking rage quit off the game in the middle of it. Fucking you and Pope rage quit Olympics. You're fucking neck and neck for the win. Either that or Fortnite for you.
So when I played CSGO forever ago, and when I say forever ago, I mean I think I was like 20 at the time. Yeah, 20. The toxicity was so bad towards me that I actually ended up crying. And I did not return to CSGO.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's
awful.
It's pretty bad. I don't know. OT and COD should never share apartments, bruh. If I'm in an apartment, even if I'm living by myself, I should never live in an apartment and play COD, because I'm gonna get in trouble. Sometimes when I'm off stream and I don't want to be wasting power on the goddamn fucking AC and don't want the lights on, I turn off the lights, turn off the AC, open the window, and then I feel bad because like I'm out here yelling at kids off stream. CSGO matchmaker deathmatch super trash anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, we were in deathmatch the other day, or just like in a public match that wasn't even matchmaking, you know, like warm up. And there was that Barney whatever guy, right? And we got him kicked from the match because he was being racist. And he came to my chat and was being terrible. And then, you know, I wrote on Twitter, publicly burning him, like, you shouldn't work with this guy. Here's his website for his art and design or whatever. And then he just wrote hose mad in all caps until he ran out of characters on his tweet and replied to me. But he was mad enough to literally 6 months later stream snipe us in Fortnite to try and kill me. And then 6 months later, he actually tried to get into the Minecraft server. And we banned him then too. So it's crazy. He said it never got racist or homophobic. That's my experience. In CS? No, CS has been like that for me too. League actually never got that bad for me. They just made the inappropriate cancer and AIDS jokes and told me to kill myself. It never felt very racist, though. That's why you don't put TTV as your name or something. I mean, yeah, but I'll do it anyway. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to let their behavior dictate my behavior when my behavior is, at the worst, shamelessly self-promotional, right? It never crosses the lines that they cross. But yeah, I agree. If you don't want that behavior, like if you want to not have to expect that behavior, you can do other stuff. Typically, I put solo queue in my name, but even with solo queue, you know, they say it without referencing me. They're talking about some guy on the other team. A whole racist or homophobic or transphobic conversation will happen without me having to say a goddamn word. You know what I mean? FlexStormer, you need to get all the respect. There you go. Honestly, when I shut down OBS before it's I clicked stop recording and I closed it too quickly afterwards because it takes a couple seconds to close the capture. This one's corrupted, I think. Oh my god, right there with it. Jesus, relax. I mean, it's the soft A, but come on. Oh, this isn't corrupted, thank god. This guy was like... Okay, good. This guy was casting this match. Where was it?
Looking up on the main side of the bomb site, just waiting in the corner.
Oh yeah, this guy. I love this guy.
Daddy Dante. 1-on-2 situation. Bomb is gonna be the other.
I have to open the shit and dude, I hate how you can't go over volume like you can with
Looks like it's a tack in the other man's court, but he's and it's.
Here we go. I forgot to.
And it's all down to Big Daddy Dante. 1-on-2 situation. Bomb is going to be down. And the advantage is going to be in the other man's court, but he still has it. We've seen it from him before. The crowd is on their feet. Can he keep the momentum going here? He's going to have the AUG in hand. Tactical is out of ammo. He should have known that, but it looks like it's a tactical strategy. He's watching the stairs. Oh, he sees the jump. What a shot! And see you next Tuesday. We'll see you next Tuesday. Blom goes down 1-on-1 now. This is very doable for him. Looking like he's going to be planning on the side of the bomb site, just waiting in the corner like a true bitch. But it's okay, because that's what wins games. Gets the engage, but doesn't win the fight. Ronnie Nakamura, fuckboy, gets that final kill.
They've defused our bomb. Put it behind you. We've got work to do.
And the Allegiance tie up this game. Look at this final kill. Ronnie Mac, fuckboy, with the spray down and the attempted flare jump. What was that? But nevertheless, still did it dirty.
Yeah, dude, that guy was hilarious. I'm glad we're going to be able to make some content out of that. Here's my picture. Yeah, Casper, you damn alcoholic. I want some mint triggers for this one. Also, I need to do mouse testing on this without these little things, these little risers on the post that I put on the other one. Residential sleeper. Gotta keep it moving. Can't say it too long or Ven Beer is going to residential sleeper. All right, let's get back to where we were. Where the fuck were we?
That is it for Doc.
Okay,
I won't be covering any more theories, only information from Doc himself or confirmable information. And all of these people claiming to know are just baiting you. So following on to some other news for the week, first off we got one from the streamer Dr. Witnesser, who is a streamer centered around telling people about Jesus in Fortnite. So of course he's an evangelist,
I've heard of this
which
guy.
is a person who pushes their religion on people.
Yo, James the Blonde playing Fortnite.
Most of the people he's talking to are generally younger kids. Well, this guy received a 7-day ban and posted, I'm literally 2 seconds away from posting to my 251,000 followers on TikTok that Twitch and Twitch support bans Christian streamers for talking about what the Bible says on live stream. Are you a part of the cancel Christianity culture now, Twitch? Which is followed with an image of the ban email stating that the ban was for targeting others with repeated or severe personal abuse. After this one of the biggest Fortnite Twitch streamers, Dakotas, responded, saying, Twitch made the right call. You shouldn't be talking to other people's kids about these things in random squads. gods. Get a grip, dude. Which was then responded with, I think you're out of touch, Dakotas. We're told by Jesus to go through the world and preach to everyone, young and small. If you're not for Jesus, you're against him.
Whoa.
Which was responded by Dakotas with, this dude told a random child of another religion in a Fortnite game that he will go to hell, and I'm the one out of touch. Of course, Dr. Witnesser then responded saying, actually, I said we all go to hell if we don't turn in our sins and trust in Jesus. Everyone. Bet you didn't catch that in the clip. Doesn't matter that they're from another religion, Jesus told us everyone. Get a grip, Dakotas. This was then followed up with evidence of Dr. Witnesser lying. The user Chelsea Harwood recorded this streamer pushing a religion on a child in a Fortnite game and then telling the kid he will go to hell. Now, of course, this clip is not confirmed to be the reason Dr. Witnesser was banned for 7 days, but it is an example. As of right now, Dr. Witnesser is still banned off the platform, so for this one, here is the clip.
Because what I'm saying is you're denying what Scripture says. You're denying the hundreds of prophecies that were fulfilled through Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'm denying that because usually what you're talking about, since you're American and Christian, since the Muslim culture, we don't really talk about that.
Yeah, you don't talk about it because they don't want to believe it. That's why.
Well, it's because Muslim culture, we've been through different things through America and Christians. And
Hey, forget the fact that it's America, dude. It's just the Christianity in general. It doesn't matter that I'm in America. Christianity is all over the world. So look, if you were to die in your sins today, you would be sentenced to hell. And God, the living God...
Following on, we got one from the streamer Twisted Bear, who
Holy shit, lot to unpack there. This is why we don't do religion and politics on stream, dude. This shit right here. Well, I love this right here. And this then, though, the newest follower in this clip is We Love Allah, right? Which is... that shit's classic right there, bro. It feels like a goddamn 4chan raid at this point, dude. Oh my god. Get out of my Christian Minecraft server. Yeah, the Christian Minecraft server joke doesn't feel so funny anymore, does it? When there's actually, like, people on my Christian fucking Fortnite server trying to make it a Christian Fortnite server. I mean, it'd be funny if it was a meme, or, like, if he just kind of, like, was like, do you want to talk about it? No? Okay, fine. But this man's, like, preaching to everyone. Like, you don't get on Fortnite to be fucking preached. Yeah, he's definitely forcing on people. But that is truly the evangelism way, and he's right. In the Bible, it says, go forth and, you know, preach my shit. And that's how religion works. Religion would not spread if there wasn't a fucking encouragement to go spread and preach to others. You know what I mean? But this is too far, bro. That's my opinion. Stop down for fall damage.
I do not practice religion. I am not a part of any religion, and I don't want to be. Reasons like this are why people like this have turned me away from it. My parents have turned me away from it. I'm also a bisexual white female, and bisexuality, you know, I've been told to go to hell, that I'm going to go to hell by my pastors in the past.
You need somebody to tell you, go to sleep, young
man. My opinions on this guy himself, he should not be doing this on Twitch. He should not be talking about this on Twitch. Twitch is supposed to be a safe place for people of all ages.
Yeah, Casper, is this where the YouTube streaming comes in? You want this guy on YouTube? Anyway, continue.
And having people pretty much force religion in a gaming category is fucking bullshit. It's supposed to be gaming, art, just chat. If you're going to talk about that, go to just chatting, or do it in a podcast setting. Do not do it in a category like Fortnite. Bunch of kids. Literally, Fortnite is filled with kids. Not a good place to do it. Not the right place to do it. There is a time and a place for this. Fortnite category is not it.
Yeah.
And when I have children, whenever I do, I will be very carefully taking care of what they're watching, because I do not want people like this forcing their thoughts and their beliefs down their throats.
True. Yeah. I know. I think it's good. And the way he tries to flex the clout. I'm on the verge in 2 seconds of posting my 251,000 TikTok followers that you guys are canceling Christian. Bro, fuck off.
Can see them. So for this one, here is the clip in.
Oh,
This was first mentioned in episode 133. but as of right now, he is still banned. Following on, we have an update on Sweet Anita and her stalker. For those who are new or do not remember, Sweet Anita is a streamer who has been dealing with an IRL stalker for quite some time now. This was first mentioned in episode 133, where Anita shared her stalker had been arrested, but later shared the stalker was released with a caution similar to a warning, also sharing that the stalker had moved to the same area as her. Then on to episode 160, Anita shared that the stalker had been arrested and banned from Anita's town. A restraining order had been placed against them, and they served 2 months in prison. Anita then went on stream to share the situation that finally got this guy arrested.
So, I had a stalker. They've been stalking me for quite a few months, actually. They've been coming to my house. They've been sleeping pretty much in my backyard, watching the house, and the other day, some shopkeepers had to intervene and kind of hold him back while he chased after me, because he waited outside my house, followed me into a shop, then waited for me outside the shop, and when I told him to leave me alone and asked if he had a knife, he didn't respond. When I said, "Are you going to let me walk home alone?" he said yes, and then when I went across the road, he started chasing, and 2 guys ran out of the shop and grabbed him, and then grabbed hold of the gate to another area of town, and so I went through the gate, and they held it closed so that he couldn't pass them and continue to follow me. It's not the worst thing he's done. He has actually physically assaulted me.
So that brings us on to this week, and the stalker has not gone away. Anita has gone on Twitter to talk about what this person had done since, saying, "He stated this publicly last stream. Last time he left messages like this, he sat outside my house waiting for me to come out all day, then followed me to a shop. When I asked if he was armed, he silently smirked and then chased me. 2 men had to grab him so that I could escape." This is followed with an image of the message from the stalker reading, "I'll kill you soon. Not with a cheap knife I had last time. No, I'm gonna bring something special for you." This is followed by, "I showed the police this screenshot. They have his details and know what he's done to me. They said they might be able to chat to me about it tomorrow." Then the next day, an update. "I reported this yesterday morning. They told me they would call me about it today. They didn't. They said they might get back to me tomorrow." This was then followed up the next day with, "The police came, advised me to lock my doors and call 999 if he shows up again." Neither knew what doxing is, that it is a crime, or what live streaming is. It would appear that no further action is being taken. I have to wait for him to harm me again before they'll take action. For those offering to call my local police department, that would give away my location publicly and invite more harm. That would just turn my many more online stalkers into IRL ones. It honestly feels as though there is nothing to be done. The officers who came also asked why I didn't just quit making content. We all get stalkers. The problem is not content creators, it's stalkers. I was thinking, sure, I'll just quit and take up telesales or working in a nursery. That'll work with Tourette's. Anita finishes up with another message from the stalker reading, "When I'll go to your house next time, you're going to die. Then your buns, and then your mum." So these are some pretty serious threats being made, and as made clear throughout, the police in Sweet Anita's area simply do not care. And that's why we come on stream once more, because it's clear the police aren't going to do anything. So Anita is planning to take these problems on herself and change the law. Anita says she is planning to pull a bunch of content creators to fight these kind of stalkers. So for this one, here is that clip.
I've decided that I'm going to actually take action, and I'm going to get as many content creators involved as possible. Fuck it, let's just change the law. Let's do it. There are enough of us. I'm sure no content creator wants to come in the line of fire and die for their content. So let's do this. I'm going to be making some plans in the coming days. Putting together a video explaining why and the statistics and the incidents where the police have failed us, and we're gonna change this shit because, yeah, nobody deserves to go through.
Following on, we actually have a follow-on from the XQC and Jessica Blevins Twitter drama from the last video. As a reminder, these two went through a very long feud over charity live streams, where at one point XQC called Jessica sweetie, and the response to that was calling XQC sexist. And well, as it turns out, we're now 2 weeks later, and these two have decided to forgive and forget, where Jessica decided to gift 100 subs to XQC and apologize through his stream. Here's the clip.
Got it, nice. You got an assist there. Yo, Jessica Blevins, holy shit, Epichlon. Yo, listen, I had to reel back some of the cuck lords that were in your chat. I'm sorry about that. Everybody's saying, oh no, simp. Hey, it is what it is. I had to reel him back. But thanks so much for 100 subs, Epichlon, that's really sweet.
And for the last one for today, we have a bit of a follow-on that comes from Tfue, who, for those who don't know, has a long-lasting drama with Ninja. And well, Tfue has decided to go onto Instagram to post an image of himself with the caption, "Hey sweetie," which is directed at Jessica Blevins. Jessica has yet to respond to this one, but for this one we do have a reaction that comes from Tim the Tatman. So here is that.
Come on, T. Oh. Oh, brother, dude. Side note, he's working out a lot, bro. He's getting in good shape. I'm gonna get ripped. True. I'm gonna be like fucking jacked, bro. I'm gonna find the best version of myself when I'm in Florida, bro. Yeah, he added Jess and said, "Hey, sweetie." He's stupid, bro. That's stupid, right? And I tell him that too. That's stupid. That you know, he. And I'm pretty sure Jess and XQC just kind of like made amends like yesterday.
And that's actually why I'm going to end today's video. For those who are new or do not know, there is a completely fresh Discord server. So if you'd like to join, you can join through the link on screen or in the description. I'm going to be in the voice chat for the next couple hours, so if you want to, come say hi. Aside from that, I want to thank you all for watching as normal. Stay safe, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah, okay. Decent amount to unpack here. Yeah, I don't know. Get the fuck out of here. The sweet Anita shit. Bruh. I'm sure you have to deal with this more than I do. Stalkers, this, that, the other. I get DMs that make me uncomfortable from time to time. But usually the person's known. Actually, well, the person's known to her too. So it's not like it's much different. It's just, it's never gotten violent. It's just gotten a little bit uncomfortably possessive and or obsessive. So
this
that shit gets banned.
The entire Adida thing kind of brings up having a certain guy DMing me porn.
Oh no.
It also brings up when I was stalked to the point where my now husband and I, our address was leaked to somebody, and they were trying to threaten our lives by telling us exactly where we lived, because my hubby pissed somebody off.
Right.
There are reasons why, even though I may say sometimes the town I live in, I will not say anything further. This is a very frightening thing to know that this is happening to her, because it can happen to anybody. No matter whether you're a content creator or not, if you're just gaming online as a female, and even as a male, I will not exclude them.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing, and yes, the police don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Even in America, they don't give a shit. If
Yeah.
you're
Sorry,
putting
I got
yourself
my
out there, they're gonna say that it's on your fault. It's your fault. The police just don't care, and the police in America are pieces of shit.
They just want, well, the cops in my area just wanted to be someone else's problem in my experience. So I got doxxed. Wow, nice voice crack, Toaster. On stream. What's up, Paul? Not on stream, but like he was dumping a list of family, you know, addresses and shit like that in whispers to anybody who would listen, because he was banned in my chat. I tried to help him with his ban from USARRP, and I didn't need to. I shouldn't have, because even going to a cop about I got like a 24-hour ban because I didn't know the rules and I messed with a rule on accident. He's like, "Hey, I can't really do anything like that. This isn't actually the place to come here about that. You should not come to your ban to my chat." And he's like a police officer on the server, so he's already like a trusted person on the server more than just a regular player. So even he's not willing to talk about that with people, and that was the smart move. I should have been like that from day one. But because I was one of the most popular streamers on that server, you know, I felt like maybe I could help him understand why what he did was wrong. And I couldn't, because this guy was over the edge. He was already beyond saving. And when I went to this guy's paste bin, he had been doxing other people all the way back to the Arma 3 roleplay days. So, man, this is just the way the guy operates. So when it happened, I had to call the cops. They had to come down. I had to explain what live streaming is. I had to print out the document to them. I had to write down the URL on the piece of paper so they could get to that page and know that it was still there, not just like a print of something I made up. Then they, you know, basically were like, nothing we can really do but write down your name and address and put it down as a note. So if anybody tries to SWAT you, right, then we have like a note that says, maybe you shouldn't. And Papato's like, shouldn't that just like save him from getting a police visit at all? He's like, well, no, if we get called. And I was like, yeah, I understand. Like, if you get called and told I have somebody hostage, you should still come and investigate and not just be like, no, he told us he's a streamer. It's fine. It's probably one of those. But like, at least there's a chance that they'll have that consideration that I'm a live streamer and that it might be a prank. So they don't just kick my front door down with a shotgun and kill my dog for being angry about them being in my house. You know what I mean? But just like that, at the end of the day, they're like, that's all we can do. If you want to do anything more, probably go to the feds. And it's just like, dude, the workaround from the feds will probably be worse, but I should try it. And it's just like, yeah, a lot of live streamers, big and small, have to deal with this shit. Girls more than guys, typically. And Sweet Anita in particular, right? Because I think she's seen as a bit of a more vulnerable person, right? She's obviously attractive.
Because she has Tourette's and everything.
Yeah,
as well.
And she's attractive. You know, she's kind of got that classic beautiful look, right? The long tresses of hair and like the way she looks at the camera. She looks like somebody you might paint in the goddamn European times, right? Like you know, whatever those were. You know what I mean? For art or whatever. But like, so people are just obsessed with her in a weird way because of the Tourette's thing too. I think people see the Tourette's as like this girl's beautiful, but she's got something wrong with her, so she's more accessible. Like you know, I mean, I'm not the best either, but I don't have Tourette's, so we could definitely hook up. You know, I don't know. I've seen people with that attitude towards her, and it's weird.
When you're seen as somebody who is very open about their disability,
yeah,
you are seen as an easy target, somebody who is easily taken advantage of. When for the most part that is not true.
Yeah. She got her Noble Chairs deal though. I'm jelly. I applied to them. Those shits are comfy. I sat on them at TwitchCon 2018. Yeah, I mean, and this is worse. The guy had the knife, tried to stalk her. The worst part about all this is just how bad the cops are in England. And it's just like, it's way worse than what I've experienced here in America. Like, worse. This guy, she's got demonstrable threats, and they did track him down and talk to him and talk to her. And there's just nothing to be done, in their opinion? No, dude, that's not an acceptable answer to me. I would be trying to, like, get somebody to run for the police, you know, if it's, like, an electable office and try and change that. God, that's shit.
So when I was trying to help my friend who was abused by her ex-boyfriend and trying to get a restraining order against him, she had pictures of the abuse he had done to her. Yeah. She had printed out their Facebook conversations. This was when I found out that Facebook conversations cannot be used in court to show evidence against somebody because they cannot be pretty much proven that they are by that person. Because
that's some shit. What, you could just say someone hacked my account, or what's the argument? Because these days, Facebook identity verification...
They cannot verify that is that person.
I don't buy that.
That is what we were told at that time. But I was 22. So
oh, okay, this is a long time ago. I mean, I don't buy that in the current year, because to make a new account and to have like a verifiable identity and like a first name and whatever, because when your account gets lost and recovering it, you have to provide like your fucking everything. You actually like have to send pictures of your like driver's license and all this other shit, like damn near your social security number. Yeah. Facebook identity verification for various things now is like super stringent. It's like way bigger. So at this point nowadays, right? Back then you could have one called like Johnny the Moose, right? And there's all these screenshots of people trolling in Facebook.
Accounts
as well. Yeah, you could have all sorts of dumb shit. Nowadays, like they're cutting down on that heavy. So I just don't believe that whatsoever. That's just for me. But I don't know.
However, I think with it like this, it was just an example for like Twitch kind of things. People saying it on Twitch, I can see why trying to get a restraining order for somebody saying that on Twitch, they can't technically verify that that's them unless they're, say, an affiliate or a partner. Yeah. And have their tax documents done.
Ashley had that problem too. Somebody who donated her a lot of money to help her out in like a real world financial situation ended up being privy to her first and last name, and like started thinking that she owed him something for that, you know, in terms of pictures and like sexual whatevers. And she said no and banned him. And then he would make sock puppet accounts and come to her chat and reveal her first and last name. And then he ended up getting her address, you know, from her name and started spamming that in her thing. And so she took a break from streaming. She rebranded. She got a different name. She had to do all this other shit for the longest. She went to Twitch and they just wouldn't IP ban him. You know what I mean? They just be banning his accounts, but then he makes another one. Like, some people, you need to fucking get rid of that IP from Twitch. There's enough IPs in the world that access Twitch. Like, you need to just get rid of one of them. God forbid. I don't know.
So this is where I'll say, for those who haven't done it and are on Twitch already,
Yeah.
if you have your PayPal connected to your Dono link and everything,
Yeah.
make sure your real name's not on it.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah.
You can set a different name for to be shown when you are paying for something or paying somebody or donating to somebody. Make sure it is not your real name.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay away from that. And it's just really sad because Sweet Anita is such a nice person, and she works with other charitable organizations, and she works with other Tourette's people to feel very whatever about it. You know what I mean? And then there's Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Okay, so Jessica Blevins has actually been. Are you ready to move on, or do you want to stay on this for a little bit?
Oh, we can move on.
Jessica Blevins and XUC Bury the Hatchet. So she came through and gifted 100 subs, and he like chills out and apologizes or whatever he does, and then she actually does this with Mizkif too, who like replied in the Twitter comments we saw last video and was like, hey, here's like a demonstrable me getting offered this amount of money for this kind of a charity stream, so it does happen. I don't know. I think if he was really backing up his boy XQC. And like for the memes, Mizkif has been into Fortnite for a while. He had like a Fortnite Mixer t-shirt he'd wear on Twitch as a meme. And then also he made a Who is Ninja video, and then Ninja reacted to it, and he put his reaction on YouTube, but Ninja closed it out because there was too many untrue memes as like a joke. And he's just like, dude, I'm not going to put this up because he was already in family-friendly Fortnite mode, which is understandable. I think Ninja reacts to Who is Ninja. Here it is. Oh, wait, we should watch it here. Yeah, we can watch this because it shit's funny. And the Tfue thing, dude, there's nothing really to say here except this is typical Tfue bullshit because he's had a bone out for Ninja for the longest, bro. Ninja put him on blast for doing what? Oh, he leaked the live stream code to Mr. Beast's Rock, Paper, Scissors charity tournament. So he basically linked a way for people to access the call-in to do the Rock, Paper, Scissors, and they crashed it because just so many people tried to get in. And then like Ninja's like, that was so stupid. Tfue just fucked up this whole live stream. And then Tfue's like, yo, Ninja's being a little pussy right now, talking too much, dude. If he wants to fight. And it's just like, bro, like he's such a fucking bro about his shit. And this is typical.
He was just dumb for what he posted.
Hey, sweetie.
He's
Yeah.
just dumb.
He's trying. It's just like the Alinity thing, but worse, trying to jump in on some shit that's not necessary. But anyway, before we go, here's a funny one. Ninja reacting to the Mizkif's thing.
Actually, I do want to watch this. I think someone told me to watch.
Oh,
I accidentally clicked on it.
Ah!
I'm gonna try to
While
click
ago.
the volume. There we go. My bad.
The new Ninja has been in Halo montages, cringe compilations, and the streaming community for nearly a decade. While everyone may know Ninja for getting donated $200,000 by Jake Paul, many do not know the grueling challenges he's overcome.
Okay, first of all, Jake Paul did not donate any of that to me.
To be the face of the gaming industry he is today. So in this video, I'll be going over the story of the legend himself, Ninja.
Also, the dude has Donkey Kong in the background. Let's go.
Tyler Blevins was born on June 5th, 1991, in Lake Villa, Illinois, and was known in school for his extremely bad ADHD and terrible SpongeBob impressions. When Tyler wasn't forgetting songs.
Are you kidding me, dude? Man, I'd watch that if this guy wasn't an idiot. First of all, I wasn't born in Lake Villa. Kappa123's in the chat. I was born in the Detroit hospital, bruh. Cringe compilation. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm out of here, dude.
This is the guy who made the video. He's so sad about it, bro. He's so sad about it, man. Oh man.
That's funny.
And so Ninja he like has the ninja book on a pedestal to the side of his stream, and like it's so funny. So Jessica came by and gifted Mizkif like 100 subs and then like 100 more, and said, because Mizkif showed that he had the book and his streaming PC is the Ninja NZXT case and everything. So it's kind of like ironically that he's in a ninja, but at the same time he's gone through all the effort to have the ninja merch, to have the ninja book and shit like that. So it's really funny, man. And I'm so glad that something stupid like that is what we can end on instead of all this other bullshit. So yeah, man. I want to say thank you to everybody who's come by. This has been another crisp 3-hour episode instead of like the 6 hours that it sometimes takes, which makes me very, very happy in terms of how we can cut down these podcasts. And we did 2 whole videos. I mean, next week we'll be caught up enough to do 1 video. No, we'll have to retrack with Bonnie, but it might be to 1 video. And then we can get them down to like maybe 1.5 hours or something, because I'm not sure how long normal podcasts are. I know they're usually long, like 45 minutes plus, but 6 hours is too long. I can't do it. Can't do it. People are going to start tuning out. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as corny as that is. I usually do a call to action in the middle of the video or at the beginning, because liking the live stream itself gets put up higher on like YouTube live gaming section, so we can reach more people with the message initially. And then subscribing in general, we're trying to become YouTube partners, which means, right, we need 1,000 subscribers in a at all, and then 4,000 view hours in a 12-month section. So we're working on putting out the content, right, the GTRP stuff, the Call of Duty stuff. And then, you know, these live streams help too. So this will be up in its unedited format until I upload the edited version. For example, the Blitzen one, episode 6, is going to be uploaded at noon today. So if you want to watch the cut down version of that, you're welcome to at noon. At that time, I will be deleting the full unedited version, like the long form from the YouTube, and I'll be adding it into a playlist. So you can look up this Mainstream Monday playlist and you can watch from episode 1 if you care to see all the guests we've had. We've had Nemi today, who, you know, tell them where they can see you and what you got going on.
You can see me on twitch.tv/NemiButt. Currently, I'm addicted to Overwatch. Been playing a lot of that. I am taking a break until Saturday, where I'm going to be doing a Overwatch tournament with my community. That'll be fun. But normally I stream Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. EST. And I'm also on Instagram, but, you know, I forget about it sometimes. And Twitter. And yeah, that.
There we go. So those are the Twitch and Twitter links in the chat, folks. Be sure to put probably that picture of you being frozen on the thumbnail or something like that. But other than that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's come by the chat for the live version of this show. Of course, for those watching in the future for the posterity of things, if you come during the stream on Monday or Tuesday, depending on where it is, you can always come and take part in the live chat, and therefore you become a part of the conversation. So I like that aspect of it. You know, Casper, Sky, Taco, Paul, Network, the Network, who I know from the Bay Area in IRL events, Dead Arisen, like Mike. I might have to put a little tweet together for all you guys, and of course our guest, Nemi. So from all of us here at the Mainstream Monday podcast, thank you so much. Please feel free to use the Mainstream Monday hashtag. We would love to get that on the social medias in general, especially Twitter. For now, I'm going to hit the stop streaming button on OBS. But first, I'm going to hit the end stream button on YouTube's website, because that's how it's a 2-part process in this bitch. It's not easy like on Twitch. Bye, Paul. Thank you. And bye to Nemi. All right, later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Whoosh.